Mill.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday! This is not a normal day. But that's fine. We're gonna play a fishing game. It's gonna be a good time. I have no guarantees that we'll even go the normal length of stream. Maybe we'll only go for 3 hours like I normally would on the weekdays. Maybe we'll go for 4. I have no guarantees of anything. I just want to play fishing game and hang out and talk about the fact that I was recently reminded of, which is the fact that St. Nicholas's actual body inside of its grave is just leaking a little bit of water and has been for over a decade. Hi, Minty. That's such a long stream streak. Wet beast, I guess. It's just one of those facts that, like, you learn and then you forget, and then somebody reminds you, like, 10 years later, and you go, huh. And then you move on. That's just what saints do. I think that's just what bones do. If I'm gonna be honest, I think that's just what bones do. Anyways, fishing. Just sudden right turn into fishing game. I also had no idea St. Nicholas is a real person. He was. And he no longer is. Well, I guess he's still technically real. He's just dead, you know. Happens. I'm waiting in anticipation of whatever Lucky is about to say at me. Ouch.
What if we kissed fish? Something my Pathfinder character would say.
You know what? That does check out as something that Lucky would say. I have questions. Did your Pathfinder character say this at somebody? Is that what happened? Also, it's very windy outside, and I can hear the rain hitting the side of the building. No, she just had a fish wife. What happened to her fish wife? Died? How will I go on with life knowing that her fish wife died? How am I supposed to move on? Grand medal. Moira asked the same question. Oh no, poor Moira. She'll be fine. Fuck. Not the big fish I needed. All of my points go there. So anyways, welcome back to the game where I'm going to just obsessively fish the same fish repeatedly until I get the fish that I need so that I can complete the fish book. The book of fish. Also, thank you for the water break. I will drink water in a second. Now I can drink water. But I hope that everybody is having a good start to the holidays. I know that the holiday season can be really rough, and I know, like, these couple days before the holidays are extremely rough, especially for people in retail, and I hope that all of you are taking care of yourselves and doing the best you can. If you are working in retail, and if you're not working in retail, please be nice to the people working in retail or I will cry at you. I'm already dreading, there's a chore that I need to do that I didn't do today because I got distracted by Hightail. But there's a store that I'm going to in Seattle to pick up some stuff for a couple of people that I'm getting presents for. And yes, I understand that I am getting presents on the 23rd of December. I did not plan my month correctly. It's fine. But I'm going to go downtown and I'm already not looking forward to dealing with the kind of customers that I think might be in that area. It's not gonna be good. Whoop. Fishwife is in an art channel. I will look at Fishwife. I'll look at Fishwife right now. You can't stop me. I want to look at Fishwife. Hold on, it's made the thing pause. Fishwife. That's a mermaid. I like her. Good Fishwife. Reminder for everybody to hydrate. I've been sick with the flu for 500 days. 2 days. Drink water, take your meds, remember to unclench your jaw, etc, etc. It does feel like so long when you've got the flu. I also haven't been feeling well, but there was a bug that was floating around my office, and there were several people that got sick with it. And I think I might have just caught it from somebody somewhere along the way, and I spent like this weekend playing The Realm, which I am mildly thinking about right now while I am fishing and not getting the fish that I need. But I was thinking about it the entire, like, I was just sick and just number go up. And that was all I understood in life. I can't do this. Just give me the fish I want. I can't do this. I'm lazy now. I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm lazy now. Give me the fish that I need, video game. I want Grand Medal. Yes, that one. Give me this one. I don't know why I'm focusing so hard. This is not that hard of a thing to beat. It's definitely gonna bite me, though. Just kidding. Okay. Thing is, even my doctors aren't entirely sure what illness I have. Yeah, one of them. You'll be fine. No, there are some illnesses that either, like, there's enough weird symptoms you can have that it's one of those, like, hard to diagnose things, or sometimes it's just not clear from the symptoms you have what you have. Too much overlap. But it has been the season for, like, colds and head colds and the flu, so I wouldn't be that worried. And even if you get your shot for the flu, you can still catch the flu. What it usually means is that you will have less of the flu, but you can still get it, no problem. I can't stop thinking about the St. Nicholas thing, but why are they collecting the water that is seeping out of his bones? Why are they doing that? You are not what I want. I will do this the lazy way now. I have too much fishing to do and not enough time in my life. I need to 100% this game. I can't spend all of my time fishing useless fish all of the time, especially in an area where I only need one fish. I had the flu this year, but I had my shot. It was much more mild than a friend who had it who didn't have the shot. Yeah. Did knock me out for a week, though. The flu is always terrible. I once got it in college during a year where I don't remember if I got my shot or not, and it was right around finals time, and I was just a lump. I was not a human being during that week that I had it. I didn't exist. I ate soup, I sat in a chair, I did my homework, and that was it. Victorian painting of the lady lying in bed. Yeah, kind of. Not the fish I want. Give me the fish I want. You're not it. You're not it, even though you're a dragon and I like you. Do you think the game is mad at me? Do you think it hates me? Do you think it wants me to suffer? Or do you think the RNG just hates me? Fish are filled with hate? I thought they were filled with water. You're filled with water? You know what? You're right. And I kind of hate that you're right. I am filled with water. This is horrible. Thank you. You ruined my night. I don't know what to do now. What do I do with this new piece of information? Is this why the bones are leaking water? St. Nicholas is a fish? You know what? He's dead. He can be a fish if he wants to. Saint Fishless. Yeah. Void understands me. Have you ever stopped to think that your bones are wet? Yes, to my great distress. I usually think about it and then go, no. And then I move on with my life. Give me the fish I want. Are you punishing me for not fishing anymore? Not mine, my bones are bone dry. The dehydration of Risk of Rain. I mean, technically all land vertebrates would be classified as fish if we classify coelacanth as fish. I like coelacanth. It's still just grand metal. I know people always joke about how you'll be looking at the best fan art, like gorgeous art, and then bam, you look up and the source material is just a Minecraft figure. Somehow the searching for a world that doesn't exist plays into that wonderfully because it's something unknown. Minecraft fandom already is good at drawing amazing creatures and feats from blocks, which means you only get cool shit. That checks out for the fandom. That checks out for the fandom. I need to go sit down and watch that video again. It's not an ARG bun. It's based on the story of The King in Yellow, which is a book. I think today is the anniversary of the rediscovery of the coelacanth. We lost them? Where did we put them? How did we lose the coelacanths? I just like them. We thought they went extinct? When? All I remember is that there's something in the Atlantis movie where what's-his-face, the old rich man that's funding the expedition, has coelacanths in a tank, and I forget what year it is. I think it's 1968. And it wasn't until 5 years later that they found living coelacanths again publicly and discussed it, and it became part of a whole discussion about how that man was secretly hiding things from the world. Anyways. Man, I want to watch the Atlantis movie again. That movie's so good. Rediscovered December 22nd, 1938. I don't remember what year the Atlantis movie is supposed to take place on. Well, now I want to look it up. In what year? Hold on. Where's Google? In what year did Atlantis movie take place? 1914. Do I believe that? Yes. Anyways, if you look at the meeting that Milo has with the old crazy man, there's coelacanths in the tank. Which I didn't register until I was an adult, so it's fine. Go away, fish. I just want the good fish. Give me my good fish. I'm never gonna get this fish that I need. Bro, what the hell is happening? I feel like there were other things that happened in the world today. Oh my god, hold on, wait, I have gaming news. I have gaming drama that has happened. Like batshit gaming drama. Gaming? Yes, gaming. So, Expedition 33 won the Game Awards, your Game of the Year and everything else. They also won the Indie Game Award of the Year. And then their award got rescinded because of the generative AI. But it gets worse. Because they rescinded the award from Expedition 33, the Indie Game Awards gave the award to Blueprints. And then somebody came out with an article that claimed, apropos of nothing, that Blueprints used generative AI in their work. To which the game company came out and said, "No, we didn't? What the hell are you talking about?" And then that article had to be amended to say an earlier version of this article claimed that generative AI was used in Blueprints. They removed it due to generative AI. So there were some textures on, I believe, some posters in an area of magical France that had generative AI in it. So I think what they said it was is that like in Illustrator, there's some things that will like generate things for you, which is generative AI, and that was what they used to fill those textures in production. It's also why I've never talked about Expedition 33, and it's why I've never said I want to play Expedition 33. I understand that the game could be gorgeous, wonderful, perfect, but it was even the fact that they shipped it with AI and used AI at all in its production that really bothered me, and so I just haven't ever wanted to touch it. Also, this is the big fish that we need, but I don't think I'm gonna get the big version of it. Like, as far as AI usage goes, it's pretty minor, but any AI usage to me is too much at the end of the day. I've tried really hard to vet any— oh god, so large, but not the fish I need. Okay, I guess we're doing this again. It's just one of those things of like, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I don't want game studios to think that it's okay to use those textures. I would rather see the jankiest dev art than see generative AI. I love stupid dev art. It's so dumb and I love it, and it's so funny. Not that I'm okay with AI use, but why did that disqualify them from the Indie Game Award, not say the Art Award? Because they specifically did not want games that used AI in that award, Minty. And I wish that the Game Awards would disqualify them for their Art Award for many more reasons. No, it was the Game of the Year award is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Game Awards award. I'm talking about IGA, which is the Indie Game Awards. There's a lot of awards that they won from a lot of people, so it is gonna get confusing. But it is like awful. I think the main point here that I'm really, really worried about is the fact that after they lost their award and it got awarded to somebody else, that another third party, the game not game publishing, but the game magazine company that did an article about Blueprints getting the new award, felt justified in going out there and saying, hey, they use generative AI, completely without any supporting facts, and definitely feeling like E33 should have still won their award. How is that not the crown one? I'm so upset at this video game, bro. It's fine. I don't need you, you're the small one. It's a lot of stupid things all at once, and this also brings me back around to, like, the Larian CEO has been out there being like, oh, well, we want them to use generative AI in their conceptualization process, and I'm like, no. No. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Why are we trying to push this into creative fields so specifically? Is it maybe because you hate dev time and you think that crunching the artist with new AI tools will somehow make it better, even though it will only fundamentally make it worse? I don't know. But the internet's been up in arms about it, and there's a whole bunch of people going around claiming that Blueprints uses generative AI. So if you start seeing that claim around, just know that there was no evidence for it, and people were just saying it because they were pissed that Expedition 33 got kicked from their award. Which is really sad. Have you heard about the newest wave of bot comments on AO3? No, what's going on? I barely look at the comments in general on AO3, so whenever something is going on with it, I never recognize it. I don't know what's going on, I just work here. And by I work here, I mean I log in, and then I scroll, and then I close it. It's not enough! This is stupid. I also need to get the Magadol. That guy. Yeah, the max one I've gotten so far is that 669 one. My mom and dad keep telling me to use ChatGPT for my resume and SOP for grad school, and I just stare at them like, you realize I will never be accepted if I don't think for myself. There's a lot of people pushing for AI usage on resumes, and I think there's like this weird understanding that AI usage is being used, AI is being used on the screening side, and so that in order to beat the AI, you must be the AI. That's not true, because the screening process for jobs is bullshit anyways, so it's always gonna be bad. The bot comment started as like, hey, your fic is illegal and I'm reporting you, so delete it before you get arrested, but now they've changed. Now they tell you how miserable you must be to write fanfic and how you should just end it and delete your fanfic before you end up alone forever. You know, whoever is driving that bot farm seems like a really fun person, and they should be invited to more parties. And all of the parties should be in jail. Why? How miserable do they have to be to sit around and, like, put money out or work on getting a bot farm running so they can do that to people's fanfics? The reason for this is they want people to delete their fics so people cannot claim original work in order to collect data / scrape those fics without possibility for like content claims. I mean, that checks out, but they're like nuts. Mods, send that guy to the deepest depths of the ocean. Mods. Nope. I don't. Well, I'm shit in that guy's toilet. Yep. The comments I've been seeing people post are nuts. Damn. I think the worst part of that is that I know that it's going to work on a couple of people to get them to delete their fics, and I wish that more people understood the legality of fanfic and where it falls into the legality of everything, because I feel like there are some people that did not live through Anne Rice deciding that she wanted all fanfiction to be deleted from the internet of her own stuff, and all of the people that legitimately fought against it in the terms of, like, what is lawful to do and why certain websites have to be the way that they are. You know what I need? I need colleges to teach a history of the internet and have, like, a chapter on, like, fan fiction. Because it's such a weird and interesting thing, because you can relate it to actual, like classics, quote-unquote. Dante's Inferno, Paradise Lost are Bible fanfiction. / fanfiction of real life for Dante's Inferno, because he wanted some people to burn in hell, and so he put them in hell. You know, for funsies. Because writers are normal and well-adjusted people. Let's let that guy make an awesome gingerbread house and make him watch somebody destroy it. No, but I'm not kidding. The idea is if a fic is no longer available, you cannot claim that you wrote that before whatever chatbot is now using your deleted work for its data training. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you better give me a big fish. I'll shit their pants for you if it makes you feel better. It would. Thank you, Woo. Chomp. I'll let you even take a second bite before I catch you for good luck. Bite me. Nothing I do is good enough for this goddamn fish. Nothing I do is good enough for this goddamn fish. $1 million years in the Chikawa Goblin Jail for that guy? Yeah. I'm making the argument that all historical fiction is kind of real person fanfic. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, classic literature that is technically, like, somebody else wrote a story and somebody really wanted to continue it, and then they just kind of wrote it and then didn't really care if the person was angry at them, and then they published it and then we all loved it a billion years in the future. Or there was a historical figure that somebody really liked and they wanted to, like, write about their Blorbo doing Blorbo things. We're not that different from the people that used to be here. We are incredibly similar. It is kind of sad the way that we are treating storytelling and things like that right now. Although I do think it's interesting, and this is, I'm not calling anybody out, you read whatever you want, you do whatever you want, but I am finding it fascinating that there is a group of people that are avid readers, but don't like anything other than fan fiction. And it's really interesting to think about what makes them like fanfiction over anything else. And I'm not saying that fanfiction is ever written poorly, but I am saying that fanfiction tends to sit in a very specific part of, like, the entertainment part of the world. It's usually, it can be devastating. People write sad fanfic all the time, but it's generally there to fulfill, like, a specific niche within that community and stories they want to see. So it's very, very interesting to me when there are people that are like, I will read nothing but the fanfic. Thinking about Moby Dick being fanfiction about the sinking of that one ship that led to cannibalism. Which one? Because I think there were multiple. Nope, I'm thinking about the plane that crashed in the mountains. When I first got into a certain Minecraft SMP, I did not know what real person stood for, so I was incredibly confused by the AO3 tags until I looked it up. Yes. If I hear feminist retelling of ex-Greek myth and it's just the same sexism reskinned, is frustrating and can often forget the basic parts of what makes the myth, you know, the myth. Yeah. There's a lot of... So romantasy and romance is having a moment right now, and I've often been interested in what myths people want to retell, and the number of times I've seen somebody say like, oh well, I'm gonna retell this story but make it sexy, and I'm like, it's like buying the AI generated dress that looks like it's really intricately knit, and then you get it and then it's just that pattern screen printed onto a less appealing fabric. That's what you've done to that. That's what you've done to that story by the way you told it. You just kind of gave us the impression of it on top of something that wasn't really that great. It was a dress, you did do what you said you were going to do, but it wasn't what we asked for. Fanfic is very yummy snack food for the most part, very fun to read, but it's good to read things that are more substantial, that engages with themes and things more interesting. Yeah. Hadestown is one of the few Greek myth adaptations I think hits different. I like some of the adaptations of things that have happened in not ye olden days, because it would have been when I was a child, but like, I like the fact that we've done retellings of major stories that are very core to our understanding of stories, like Hamlet, in a way that is digestible for a different audience. The Lion King is fucking fantastic because it leans into parts of what made Hamlet Hamlet. Is The Lion King just Hamlet fanfiction but a lion AU? Furry Hamlet. Kill me. Take me out back and kill me. Hadestown hits well because it isn't trying to change the myth at all. It's just updating it to a more mechanical time, not even modern. I think there's so many good ways to retell stories. You don't have to really change anything. You can retexture it and transplant the story into a new medium. You can make it better without trying really hard to make it better. But also, it's important to also look at where our storytelling has come from. It is important to remember that there were a whole bunch of old sexist men and racist men who wrote a whole bunch of stories that are the literal foundation of what we are reading and writing today. Even if we are reading and writing more people of color, reading more feminist literature, like all of this is the foundation of what we got to, and understanding what is there and why. Please, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, fish. Sorry. But like understanding the foundation of what they did is actually very important, and I think some people forget that, so they'll hear like, oh, well this story has a sexist character, and I'm like, okay. Okay.
Hi, hello, I'm here now, hi.
Hi, Zier. That's 14 months. Thank you for 14 months. I'm so proud of you, I think. I don't know what I am right now. Whoop, I'm missing part of that message. Now I'm thinking about that one show of Macbeth I saw as a teen in acting class thing. Literally so good. Was told in a circle. Hell yeah. You can make a difference. Sorry, Steven Universe? Well, now I want to watch Steven Universe. The only other part of Hadestown that hit different, that hits is that it gives Eurydice a choice in her in a way of her death. Not truly, but almost offers death as a relief. Which only adds to the myth, yeah. I wish Epic the Musical was good. Epic the Musical has great music. Hi Venom. But at the same time, I think Epic does not... It doesn't do the best retelling that I've seen so far. It's not the worst, certainly, but it's definitely not the best. I'm going to spend Rats Makes Things not making things because I've been programming all day. That's good. You should take a break. Breaks are important for the brain making things. I set up something today and I'm very proud of it, although it's not done yet, and that's what I'm going to be doing after stream probably. I finally decided to like bite the bullet and put a whole bunch of my projects into a database in Notion, where I've broken everything down into like basic tasks, and then I've made a database so that I can track my progress with everything better. I'm committing horrible code crimes? Why are you doing- well, no, I know why you're doing that. Handing out function pointers like candy. It's Christmas. Everybody deserves everything. The music slaps, but they turned my little bastard man into a wife guy. I want more little shit Odysseus. I think we have a tendency in the current era to babyify a lot of male characters for some reason. Like, I don't know how to describe this, but like, you know the memes that were like talking about like old grizzled men and things, and people going, that's a baby girl? I think we took the joke too far. I think we took the joke too far, and now we keep baby girlifying all of these male characters, and I'm like, no, let them be their little gremlin selves. I'm gonna kill this fish. I'm going to fish every single version of this fish that ever exists, and I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to harvest all of their organs and all of their everything. It's all mine now. I'm going to use all of it, and I'm going to destroy them. I'm normal. I love the music of Epic. I just wish there were more accurate characterizations. Yeah. Also obligatory, I'm visiting family and regret it. Please steal me away from here, but I'm not going to elaborate. I got that out in Etherstream. I wish we could help somehow. The only thing I can say is find your solace where you can, and take breaks when you can, and take a walk to get out of the house if that's a possibility. Ibit.
I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm still not better, so wish me luck.
I wish you luck.
Did you know that Disturbia turns 18 years old next year?
You stop it! That came out 5 years ago. I'm not talking to you. Yes, I am. Hi, Ibit. I hope you're doing okay. I saw a post about how someone got this older D&D module that wasn't like extremely anything, just run-of-the-mill campaign, but the DM decided to just gender swap the entire cast of characters before running it, which led to his party thinking that this town was overrun with women. It was a weird conspiracy cult and they were hiding the men, etc. No matter how much the DM tried to explain that there was nothing going on, the party wouldn't believe it, because there's too many women and not enough men. They did have a thing for men NPCs in the older modules. At least they didn't find one of the older modules that is just like straight up racist and horrible. Which was the one that I think Charlie Slimesicle played with some of his friends in a video. And he had to somehow talk around the words that were inside of the module because they are not appropriate anymore. They did have a thing for men in the older modules. D&D gay. D&D gay. I think Epic is weak as a story. Like, even looking at it not as an adaptation, it just kind of meanders theme-wise. Like, it has a theme, but it doesn't really do anything interesting with it. I think it's because, and again, this is not a hit against Epic. I think Epic has done a lot of very cool things for getting a generation into more of Greek myth. Because we also have Percy Jackson to thank for that. But I think the problem with Epic is that Epic probably started as, I just want to take some of my skills and make music out of this myth that I like. And I think it stayed true to that, but that means that it misses a lot of, like, working on really getting those core concepts tight and refined between the songs and as a retelling. It's unfortunate. I'm happy that everybody's having fun with it. I hope that that inspires more people to go and read the original myth. But, you know. D&D gay, rainbow capitalism? Yeah, I mean, that's all Hasbro has left for that one. Hard now, and I was losing my shit, dude. It was so funny. I loved it so much. Epic, it definitely spiraled out of OG concept size. Yeah, I think the OG concept for Epic was probably just 1 or 2 songs, and then they showed it to the internet and then said I could do a whole musical of it, and now we're here. Which, again, like, I'm all for people making things and being messy and making shit that doesn't make sense. There are stories that are absolutely well-loved and fantastic and thought of as very good examples of older literature that are 100% some dude going, this is my shitpost. The full 40 was in fact planned from the start. But what I mean though, Void, is even if it was planned from the start, this was a passion project that wasn't really expected to be anything more than writing songs for fun. This is like me waking up and going like, I'm going to make an entire original world and I'm going to brain rot about it, and I've developed a map and I've done all these things. If anybody saw it, it's full of disasters. It's full of inconsistencies. There's going to be things that are wrong across all of the different races that I'm working on. There's going to be locations that just straight up don't make sense. And I would expect anybody to call me out for it.
Rats, my illness is nerfing me so bad. Cat kiss, good time zone to all rats.
Have a good night. Have a good... Oh, it's daytime now. Have a good night, Bun. Take care of yourself. Get good sleep. Also, I'm mad that they thought they were building up a change to the source material where Athena abandons Odysseus, but then returns to save him for Poseidon. Like, I really thought that was going to happen. I thought it would be such a cool change. That would be a cool change. I want to... Hold on. I need to see if I'm going to be disappointed by this fish. Stop biting me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Don't... I'm joking. I'm just very disappointed. No, I don't want to catch that. I'm just very disappointed in this video game for not giving me the big fish. On a rare fish that's hard to get. If you want a really cool Minotaur and Theseus, not retelling but kind of recontextualization, the album, this one for the dancer and this one for the dancer's bouquet by Moonface is so good. There's some songs on it that aren't about the myth, but most are called The Minotaur Forgives X, and those are all the things, these interesting looks at the Minotaur's thoughts on these characters through the myth. Interesting. Hi, Clover. Because you don't get it, if Athena was there to help him at the time, she would have been nearly useless in the actual story of Epic. Can you tell him a little bit about the lack of Athena in the sagas? Like, why have a big cool song with Athena saying goodbye, not to have her return with a reprise where she rescues her little gremlin? I clearly did not read the schedule closely enough because this is a surprise. Hello! Welcome! It is Monday. I stream today, and I stream tomorrow, and then I don't stream for several days, and then I stream over the weekend. It's so interesting the way that retellings can go. Whoop. Sorry. Whoop. My fam's Christmas is tomorrow, so I'll have to miss it, but I hope you have fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm struggling with fish. Anyways, my top album this year because I listened to it on loop so much, but I'm a bit biased. So also, like, my biggest complaint is that there's no song for Ariadne, which I am just taking to mean that the Minotaur feels he doesn't have anything to forgive. I mean, that's a valid thought. I shan't info dump Nate. Someone tell me if I'm doing it right. You're doing it fine, Void. Retellings are so interesting. I especially love myth retellings. They're just good. Get good sleep, bun. Take care of yourself. Drink soup. If I go look at the other side of the island, will there be a grand medal there immediately that will be large? Surely the grand medal is over there. Please. Please, I am begging you. What if I just kill the grand medals out of existence? What if I just hunt them until there are none left? What if I just destroy all of them from their natural habitat and ensure that there are no more left by the time I am done with them? What if I destroy them all? What if I destroy them all? What if I get rid of all of them? These metal fish are gonna be the death of me. I can't catch these fish. St. Nicholas's body is leaking. Cannibalism somehow is going to be involved in this. At least they're worth a lot of EXP, I guess, but also why can't I just catch it? Give me the big one, video game. To be fair as well, his song for Theseus is just, you sure were a guy, you kind of just kill things like me as your job. I was just another thing for you to claim and add to your belt of triumph. Meanwhile, most of his forgiveness songs have less to do with his death and life and like his birth. Like, hey, why? Why did any of you go along with this bullshit? Or like, why were you a punishment that then made me? Why am I a punishment? And a lot of Daedalus hate? Interesting. Well, first of all, my brain is just upset about the fish right now. That's really all of my brain cell power is going to the fish. Which I would apologize for, but I'm not going to because the fish consume my life. But it is really interesting in some of the retellings that have existed. Just to see, like, how far they go for some of their concepts. And it's really interesting as well when you see a retelling and then you hear that author or creative or whatever they are talk about the things in their life and you look at the original myth and you go, oh, I understand why this resonated so much with you and why you decide to make this specific retelling over here. Also, thank you for the blink and the stretch in the water time, which is actually secretly tea because it is cold and rainy and I wanted tea. Guarantee has water? It does. Also, how would you feel if I redeemed fishing break? I think that just means that I run in a circle for a while and then I don't know what to do with my life. Would it be a break from the fishing? I don't know, but I'd probably still be thinking about the fish and how I want to go fishing on the Realm server and how I want to get to level 100 fishing. Not for a real reason, but because it's funny. If you can't tell, Minecraft has consumed my brain specifically for a number go up thing, and I keep thinking about it because the Realm public server is supposed to be, like, there's supposed to be seasons of it, which I feel a way about, but it's fine. And I keep thinking about how I want to make, like, a slightly longer term rat realm, and, like, set up the Valhalla plugin so that we can play on it, and then I can also regen chunks in areas if people, like, super hard harvest an area for something. And how it'd be super easy to deal with. TV time, I got a kelp thing in the wall. I'm scared of that sentence. What do you mean that there's a kelp thing in the wall? Kelp sells pretty well and I just want that going in the background since the ocean is slowly getting raided. Oh, that's true. Our ocean has been getting raided. I mean, I guess we could claim more chunks in the ocean and set up more kelp out there where nobody would be able to break it. Which is a possibility. Anyways, I've been working on my own Greek myth stories rewrites, but with time loops. The 3 myths I'm doing are Eurydice, less time loop and more slow contextualization for nothing, Icarus, which is a time loop in which you purposely never get out, and the Minotaur, which is a time loop of different possible universes through the same instance in time, and what that looks like over and over and over. That sounds fascinating. They're all about inevitability and not being able to change something. I hope you have fun with it. My computer turned off for some reason, which stopped me from continuing to work on my code, which I was doing despite what I said I was not going to. Hey Zir? Hey Zir, have you considered that maybe, perhaps, just for a little bit, you should not code, and instead you should think about dragons? Also, I heard from Blossom today that there was a lot of people on the dragon website, and that the dragon site was having a lot of slowness. Which was very funny. I need to feed my dragons. I need to work on my Notion database, and I need to feed my dragons, and I need to get back onto the realm, and I need to go grind something. I keep getting stuck. I don't know if I want to get to level 100 fishing, farming, or woodcutting first, but if I got to level 100 woodcutting, I could get the emerald apples, and those would sell really well, but that would require a lot of trees. But I guess I could duel that with working on farming, because then if I work on farming, then I can put all of the crops that don't sell well into the composter, and then I can have infinite compost, and then with that compost I can grow a whole bunch of trees. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be here playing the fishing game where I'm focused on fishing, and instead you have me somehow, while not logged into the Minecraft server, playing the Minecraft server. I don't know what this says about me as a human being, but it certainly says something. I just dream of number go up. I mean, I could play on the realm tomorrow. I should not do that. I could do that though. I honestly always assume some part of your brain is playing on a Minecraft world. I like block. As a small child, I like putting the blocks up and then knocking them down, and apparently in that moment something happened and my brain said, blocks. And not a singular other thought occurred. Please give me a grand medal. Video game, I will give you $10 if you give me a grand medal. That is big. I don't know how I will give you $10, but I will give you $10. I will learn how to hack in $10. I assume bald? Thanks. Also, ads are about to start, so I'm sorry to the people that are going to be missing out on this riveting content of me begging and pleading with the RNG machine inside the computer. Actually, the other good thing for making a whole bunch of bone meal on the realm is that we can use it to grow glowberries. So maybe... Okay, well, I think I've just discovered what I'm doing after I get off stream today, which is that I'm gonna immediately log onto the realm, and I'm going to AFK at the farms for a little bit, and then work on other things in the background, and then I will go farm a whole bunch of trees. I could also put some of the saplings in the composter. I should just make a better tree farm setup. Got jump scared by 2xKO ad. What's 2xKO? Ah. That was Anne. It sounds like a fighting game. No, not full medals. Give me grand medal. Anyways, because I've decided it is I talk about project time instead of work on project, I've made myself cry at least 8 times while writing scenes. Not because the outline is that good, but because the story / that option is just so despairingly sad. Yeah. I think it was when I was writing the story about the village on the sea that I made myself cry out of existential dread. Like, I was just so overwhelmed with, like, existential dread that I made myself cry at one point. It wasn't even particularly well written, it was just, it made me feel too much and then I cried. And I think that's a mark of you writing something that will be good in the long run, because if you're able to make yourself feel so intensely, even if it doesn't always translate the same to somebody else that isn't you, they're gonna feel that intensity of emotion. That's not it either. Give me the big fish. I really need to finish a book. Like, reading a book? Writing a book? Writing one? Why finish writing a book when you could infinitely write more of the book? I say as somebody who really wants to finish a project. Although I've been really good. I've been very good about not starting new projects and making actual progress towards finishing others. And believe it or not, even this sitting here for an hour trying to fish this giant fish has been leading up towards that kind of stuff. Because then I get to read my book. Valid. I am excited to work on world building stuff. I've been setting more like writing based goals over the last couple of months, and they've been turning out very good in getting me to make further progress on things. And I realized in my working on the story that I wanted to write that I was really just excited about building the world, so I turned back all of my efforts towards world building. And basically the only guiding path that I have for my world building project is whatever I stumble into that is not currently fleshed out, that is the next time. That is the next line of, like, project that I am following. So, like, I started with working on the northern area because that's the area that I wanted to write about the most, and then that spiraled into of, like, Oh, well, how do these guilds work? And oh, well, this character's supposed to be an elf, and I know that they live in the north. They're gonna be one of the elven variants that's, like, used to the north, and how does their pantheon differ from the other one? Well, I should go write out all the pantheons for, like, all of the elf variants. Oh, well, if I'm already here trying to figure out what god they would be worshipping, then I might as well just start, like, fleshing out all of those very specific things that are inside of those pantheons. Oh, well, I should just keep going from here because this one would also, like, work over here in another one, but by a different name. And so that's where I've been jumping around, is, like, I just keep following the path of things. And then I look at my word count go up, and I think I am somewhere over 40,000 words worth of world building. This is not a joke. I have probably, in terms of, like... Well, okay, there's a lot of, like... There's probably at least 10k in there that is just the templates that I set up that I was copying and pasting into everything, but, like... There's still, like, 30 plus k words that are just me filling out information about all sorts of parts of the world. And I'm gonna get further into some of the locations because I keep thinking about, like, how some of those side towns work and how I want them to be balanced with, like, the big cities, and there's just so much to write about. Anne says hi, by the way. She's meowing at me from the couch because she wants attention and love. Which she's also started doing right after I feed her. She will eat all of her food and then she will stand there and stare at me and demand attention. Yes? Is that what you are doing now? I'm not getting up. If you want attention, you can come over here, Anne. You have 4 legs. And as far as I know, all of them still work. Yes, they all still work since you just jumped up your entire cat tree. Just to be taller to meow at me. She is ragey. She wants attention so badly, but she gets so much attention, then she doesn't want attention, then she wants attention, then she doesn't want to hang out with me when I go to sleep, but then I wake up and she's snoring next to me. Cats. They're so fickle. Also, I'll be honest, if it fit within the other Greek stories better, I would 100% be adding St. George and the Dragon as a final story in the set, as a loop that gets cut open and stopped. She love you? Maybe a little bit. She also really loved her cat tree, where she can become orb in a box, which is what she is currently trying to do now. No, I think she also realized that I wasn't feeling great the last couple of days, so she's been trying to keep me within view and sitting with me when I am in places that she deems as convenient enough to sit with me. I'm never gonna get this fish. It's gonna be over here again. Wonder if other people see the vision of silly statement I said earlier. Knights are not a sort of dragon, also vampires. Knights are sort of a type of dragons. No, I see it. What is a knight in armor but a creature covered in scales of chainmail? Give me the big fish. Knights are wyverns bipedal. Big fish. Give me big fish. Give me the big fish or I will cry video game. Do you want to make me cry? Yes, you do, but please don't today. Please let me have this one fish. Please. How do I kill a fictional fish that doesn't actually exist when I am actively just fishing up all of its members? How do I destroy the fish? How do I destroy it? How do I kill it? How do I kill this fish? Suit of dragon. Ether, I think, sees the vision. Chainmail? No, scale mail. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, not to, okay. How do I describe this? A knight and a dragon are kind of foils. Inside of their respective stories, usually a knight and a dragon are kind of foils. The knight is trying to protect something, the dragon is trying to protect something. Their things are different, their reasonings for doing what they're doing are different, but they're foils in a way. A knight could be a dragon. I don't understand vampires. Zir, you have to explain the vampires. Because I will just start asking you if vampires are cannibals again, and I don't think we need to have that conversation again. The timer is getting shorter, the bell tolling gets closer. Woo, what the fuck are you saying to me? I think more princesses should smooch both dragon and knight. You know what? That's fair and valid too. I think I'm okay with that line of reasoning. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oop. Allow. Did you miss a tower song? Yes, Christmas tower song. I don't know. You already know the context, you just don't know you know. Woo is terrifying. Zir, you have to explain the vampires. You, when you come into my apartment and are asking about all the vampires who are also hanging out there. How'd they get here? Who let them in? But what do you mean vampires are dragons? Unless the vampires are a separate thought. I'm still thinking about the knights and dragons as foils for each other. But I think that's true of a lot of, like... a lot of stories where, like, a quote-unquote hero goes out and fights a monster, I feel like we don't talk about the monster as a foil very often, even though it usually is a foil of a kind. Maybe not a foil, but like it's a mirror, at least for the character and what they value. Is the monster hot? Okay. We're here again. And yes, my clock tower still is yelling Christmas songs at me, and I've been vehemently ignoring it because I don't want to think about the Christmas music. I'm fine with the Christmas season, but the Christmas music in my ears every half hour is driving me slowly and ever so much worse every day. It's just sending me up the wall. It's really bad when I'm away from work and I'm here for such a long period, but I can also do whatever, and so I'm like, oh, what if I take a nap in the afternoon? And then I'm laying there and it's just, I just hear Christmas music outside. It's just there. Surely the big fish is over here now. Nope. Different metal fish. I don't want you. Can you get your grandfather, please, small fish that I let go? How much longer do you think this will take me? Is this the rest of my life? Am I spending the rest of the year doing this? Is this the holiday season now? Is the holiday season just fishing? And not even the fun kind of fishing, it's just the one where I start spiraling into existential dread about if this is a metaphor for the way that we live life where you're constantly looking for something that's just beyond your finger. This is just gambling. This is gambling. Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. You've taken my blood. Please give me big fish. It needs to be over 672. I don't know what it needs to be. I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate everything that this game has to offer. I'm winning, but I'm not winning the amount that I want, and it's just never going to be good enough, and now I'm just suffering. Leave the area and come back? That won't help me. That won't help me. It might help me. Ow. I sacrificed blood to the crabs. And I got a sea worm. What if I fish at a different spot? What if I fish here? Will this spot be better? At least it's more conveniently able to cycle through 2 fish. I'll take that at least. Actually, will this spot see what I need? No. Is there another spot that will get what I want? Maybe? No, because this is gonna have the other big fish. Why are there 2 results? Okay, so my thought is that all 3 of Vampires, Knights, and Dragons all tend to represent similar kinds of power used in different ways. Power, nobility, like lords, access to violence, wealth, etc. They just each embody those aspects in different ways. A knight protects and serves, a dragon slaughters and hoards, a vampire drains and deceives. But they often have similar symbolic tools to do so. Well, I think there is an overlap there. Ooh, big fish. Give me the bigger fish. Give me the biggest fish. While I think about dragons and how dragons, there's like a Venn diagram of ways that they do the things, and the dragons and vampires have teeth. The knight does not use his teeth to destroy things. They instead probably use the sword. I hate this whole game. You ever feel like you really need to read an endlessly reproduced trashy story every once in a while? Been reading so much literary fiction, like, I think I just need a no-thinker for a bit? Yes. Absolutely. When I was in college, I read more trash than any other time in my life. Because I was reading so much work that was like so very serious and like very like deep, and I was analyzing things so deeply, and then my brain said, what if you just don't? What if you just think no thoughts and you read something that's just trashy? And it was glorious. It made my brain so happy. But now I'm not doing that, and I just want to read. I'm reading The Last Unicorn right now. And a book by the author of Fight Club, whose name I cannot pronounce off the top of my head without the book in front of me to stare at. And those are not trashy, and I'm so content in my little nest of sitting in blankets, and I should actually, no, because that's too many things to be doing. If I'm trying to farm on the realm and work on my Notion database, I cannot add also reading to that, because that's how I don't get anything done. That's how I sit at the farm in the base for an hour just reading a book. Well, yeah, that's also a thing of associating evil and savagery with animals and beasts. And animals and beasts use their teeth to kill, people use tools. Never mind, I want a knight that bites people. I want a really stupid story about a knight that bites people to win.
Macaulay Culkin, aged 45, first starred in the hit Christmas movie, Home Alone, which as of this year hits 35 years old.
Stop.
The star actor's children now watch that movie and do not know that is their father.
I think, well, okay, I saw an interview where he talked about that, and he did try to explain to his children that he was in the movie, and it didn't really ever register with them, so they'll figure it out. They'll get there. Anyways, I think I need, someone should write a story about a dragon that's also a vampire that's also a knight. I saw a story once that was about somebody who was a princess and also, I think, a dragonborn in, like, a D&D campaign. And also something else. I think a thief or something. And so there was, like, a whole series of things, and somebody had come up to this person not knowing who they were and were like, oh yeah, you need to keep an eye out for this dragon because they stole the princess. And that dragon's just sitting there going, yeah. Stole the princess. Which one of his are you reading? It's his book on writing, where he talks about some of, like, the writing workshops and stuff that he did previously. Because I'm endlessly fascinated with the creative process that other authors use, and so I just wanted to hear about all the things that he talks about. He's talked a lot about, he kind of, like, goes through personal anecdotes of, like, people or moments in time, and there's been a lot of conversation about, like, film, which is really interesting to look at the way that film has affected our modern storytelling. Next to read Henry James What Maisie Knew, and very excited but also need trash first. Yes. One person becoming both the maiden in distress, the ruthless dragon, and the knight to rescue her. Yes, yes, or all three. Yes. Words hard. No, I understand. You can write that story, Zier. You could do it. I need this big fish to come back. This is too much. I have so many stories to write, and the list never gets shorter. The list never gets shorter. Sounds interesting. Took a movie adaptation class recently. Also interesting in that area. It makes me fascinated to think about what they could have done for some things and what wouldn't have worked where and why they've made some of those decisions that they did for movies that we all collectively agree are bad. Dude, it's so funny to me that these kids just have absolutely no idea what he's talking about. They showed their kids, Macaulay Culkin's kids, pictures of Macaulay Culkin as a kid, and I think they said, why does he look like the main character from Home Alone? But they didn't really make the connection, which is the funniest part to me. I need to write the one about the quasi-reverse werewolf reptile lady with a big axe. Well, it's not just about her, but it is in my heart. I mean, hey, if the character calls to you and you need to write the story, do it. I'm sure in all of my world building stuff, as I go through and like build out parts of the world, I'm gonna find some weird little characters that would have technically been side characters in anything else I wrote and go, no, 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 I need to write 17,000 words about you right now. Dog Louie says hi, by the way. He keeps wanting to hold my hand. Well, it's very important. He has something important to tell you and he just wants to be there and hold your hand. Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Big fish, 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 big fish. It's really hard to do this while I'm also trying to concentrate on timing. There's like 17 brain cells and none of them know how to do anything more than click button. And if I try to like repeat something over and over, it shorts them out. I hate this fish. I hate this fish. I know, Anne, I hate this fish. It's a bad fish. She's meowing in sympathy because I think I'm saying too many words too fast and she thinks that I am yelling about something important. Why hating on the fish? Because I've caught 14 of them now and the largest one I got was 676 and it's not enough. It's not enough. I just want the big fish. I don't want to sit here for the entirety of stream and do this. That feels silly. I've already been here for an hour and a half. I have not moved from this area for an hour and a half for fishing. I hate this fish. I hate it. I hate it. Sometimes I just think about quotes from the beginner's guide when I get too wrapped up in my own fears about imaginary audience. You know what? I was thinking about replaying that during this 2 weeks. I would probably replay it closer to New Year's. But I was thinking about replaying it. Because it's been years now since I originally played it, and there's some new rats and some people that I not that I think that they need to be exposed to it, but I think that there are some rats that need to be reminded. Years? Yeah, it's been years. I think it would be silly and a fun way to write a story that's just like told in snapshots from a bunch of different people's perspectives of interactions with the main character. I had a story idea that I still roll around in my head a whole bunch, where you have a bard. Actually, there's two story concepts I have very close to that. The first one that's near and dear to my heart is the idea of a bard that wears a bird mask, where all of the feathers on the mask are painted a different color and mean a different, or from a different adventure, basically. And you get all of these stories with all of these inconsistencies about where the bard was with all of this and about the world. And then the last story you get is about the fact that the bard is inconsistent. Like, truly an unreliable narrator story. That's what I want out of that one. I just keep thinking about it and I keep rolling around it in my head. It hasn't left, so I think that I can still use it. I have some new ideas for some stuff I want to do with it, but I think there's a place for it in the larger, like, world that I'm creating. Like, the world building project. I think it can live within that world, because I'm making it to be a very large world to begin with. There's some other concepts from some things that I'm thinking about, like taking from their original concept and dropping them into the big fantasy world that I'm making. Like, I had like kind of a dystopian future story that I'd been working on and off a little bit, but I want to take a part of it, which was this idea of some floating islands, and not Jeff at all, but I want to have this like group of people that basically use their floating islands to go around and do like mercantile business around the world, and they just float through the oceans. And they have like farms and everything set up, and I just want to work on it. I miss Jeff. I miss Jeff too. He's so far down south. It's gonna be so long until I get to Jeff in my creative writing project. He's so far away from where I am right now. That was so tiny! Kill me. Kill me in the video game. Kill me in the video game. 233. I hate this game. Maybe that's what he needs, most of the world to be developed, and so he can be shaped by the world. This one? No. In World 6? Maybe. Did you get fish? No, I got one that was 233, and the biggest one I've caught so far was 676, and I need one that's bigger than 676, and I want to be killed in the video game. I need a fish to just jump out of the water and, like, eat Rod and Axel. Like the gecko again. Can we do that part again? Should I just leave? What if I just leave? I'm leaving. I want to go catch the Megalodon. Whee! Why is it just their sleeping animation? Oh. We did it. I forgot their names and was like, what the fuck you mean Rod and Axel? Rod and Axel? Can I not leave this way? Is this the door right here that I'm just walking past? I think it has to be night for the fish that I want. And I think it was over here that I was fishing for them. Beep, beep, beep. Maybe? I have an item for this. Oh. No, it's not here. Where is he? Where's the island? Is it this one? Nope, get out of the boat. No. Which island is it? It's not this one. Is it this one? Nope. Stop. This one, and I think it's you. Have you turned in your frogs? Not recently. Should I go turn in my frogs? Frog Beach is right there. Okay. I need to hand over one more for the next reward. Okay, time to look for more Megalodon. That's not a megalodon. You're not a megalodon. That's a dragon. Whee! That's not it. Anyone up here close? Wait, there's a thing here! Hold on, wait. Not that. Not that. What's in here? How do I get over there? I can't reach that part. Dude. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Can I solve this with a rock? No, I cannot solve this problem with a rock. Ooh, what's up here? Oh. Whoa. Ooh. Icebound dragon. Okay. Dragon people shark? Hold on, I'm hurting myself. He. Okay, now can I catch the dragon? Not that. Okay. Not available right now. Okay. I get it. What the fuck? I'm gonna die to this dragon. What? Never mind, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. I'm fine and normal. Oh, there's 3 fish here. Hold on. I hate. Hi, Exorcist. I'm going slowly and say, tiny little baby fish. Are you a new fish? Yes. Oh my god. Fuck you. Sorry, I'm not yelling at any of you. I'm yelling at the slippery dragon. I'll be honest soon, just got off work. Aether, are you lying? Aether, what lies are you telling us? That's definitely an autocorrect. Which part of it? Which part is the lie? The honest part? What kind of paradox is this? I hate you. Not you. Just you. Oh, tiny! Tiny baby. Give me big tiny babies. Is Lewis French sounding or is it regular? Is Lewis French sounding or is it regular? It can also be Louis. I think it depends. Usually depends on what part of the world you're in. It's just the is it French or is it regular is really funny to me. Okay, I've got the Rantle. I need the Silva now. And then we'll go look at them in our Pokédex. I mean, not Pokédex. I mean our notebook full of fish. No, I know what you meant, Woo. It's just still a funny sentence. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, this is a true metal? Punchy metal. I don't need you. Silva? Not a Silva. I hate the ice. Ooh, we got that one. Have a good night, Minty. Take care of yourself. It's crazy how one part of Canada speaks French and the rest of the country lets them. I don't know what to say to that one, but that is such a sentence that you have said, Woo. I just need the Silva. Give me the Silva. Tiny baby Silva. That's not a Silva. Ooh, I don't live in the French parts, but yeah, not just gonna not let them speak their language. That is true, they also do have a not-so-great past of making them speak English. There's a lot of bad history there. Give me a Silva! I don't need a Rantle anymore! Rantle sounds like a Wordle. A Rantle, it's just a Wordle, but it's just you trying to figure out what the rant's about. Actually, you know what? I would play that game. I need a magazine somewhere to just let one of their editors just write the biggest rant about one of their special interests, and they just get the chance to write about it, and they never get to name it, and they have to talk around it. But then at the end, you get to guess what it is, and it's like a kind of like, is it within so many degrees of this subject kind of thing? Because I want it to be nonsense arguments. I want it to be like, oh, they're ranting about something that sounds very serious, and then you turn out it's about, like, a condiment. Oh, that was so tiny. Okay, give me a big one. That's not big. That's not a big Silva. Why relish is subpar to horseradish? It would be funny. That is the smallest fish. Itty bitty fish. How big is the biggest Silva I've gotten so far? Ooh, dragon. If there are areas of land that are frozen, there's a very high possibility that the Breenac is present. Rantle. It is good at hiding. Its nature is timid and it feels sticky to touch. I hate that. Silva. It attacks with its proud horns. If by any chance the horn breaks, it loses its vitality and becomes exhausted. That's horrifying. Thank you for telling me that, video game. Now let me catch one. I still think it would be funny. The Rantle would be really good. Everybody keeps trying to make Wordle this and Wordle that and MC Dole and Pokedole and all these things. No, just let somebody rant about something and let me guess what it is. I want to know if my special interests align with the special interests of the person on the other side of the screen. I also want to see the weirdest rants in the world. I love watching someone rant about something that they hate or love. It can go either way. Although I'm sure right now I'd see a lot of rants about Cloud Dancer, the color that Pantone picked, and I'm upset about the Pantone color still. I'm still upset about it. The more I think about it, the more upset I am. I get all my good rants from Technology Connections, but I feel like Technology Connections is mostly rants about technology. I need the rants that are about nonsense, that means nothing to anybody else. Ah. Yeah, but dishwashers are basically nonsense. They're not nonsense. It means that I don't have to stand at the sink and wash all of my dishes by hand. Hi, Super. How goes the queuing, unless you've been freed from the queue? Latent heat of vaporization. That means nothing to me. Are you still in queue? I'm so sorry. I just need the server to become bigger or for less people to be interested. Queue is really bad. I bet. I bought enough currency that I'm at least one rank up, so I'm not like super high priority queue, but I am a little bit higher. So it does mean that I can get in a little bit easier. But I did feel a sort of pain in my soul when I logged off of Minecraft so that I could stream. It will likely quiet down after holidays, but you see, that's the problem, is that I'm employed. I am employed? And therefore, once the queue has died down, I can't play the game as often anymore anyways, so it doesn't even matter at that point to me. You're what? I'm employed. People pay me money to do things. Sometimes. Steam Deck? I'm not playing that game at work. Okay, well now I'm feeling good luck, so now we're gonna go try to get the one that's been tormenting me. Remote into home computer before commuting home. To jump into queue? No! I do things after I get home. Hold on, we gotta go fight the crabs again. I just won't have time to play it. Oh god. Oh god. Where am I going? Left and then right. I'd be able to hop on for like maybe an hour or two. Not every day. I feel like the realm only works for the unemployed. Or the not working. And that's not an insult. It's just like a... It's hard to participate in those kinds of servers and games unless you can dedicate a lot of time to it. Ow. Every social sandbox, which is why I think the rat realm would be more fun, because then we get number go up, we don't have to worry about money, and also there's no queue. Do I need these fish? Hi, Darren. I want scheduled servers only online during X time on Y days. No, but that's worse. I think that's worse for people because then it's like people across time zones can't play. Item. Okay, back to catching these. Nope. Get on the water. Hide cave an alternative. Smaller servers with friends for funsies. Also, oh, I said hi to Darren. I'll say hello again. Hi Darren, I hope you're doing well. But also big Zerg Wars. I don't really care about the Zerg Wars part. And I don't feel like anything on the realm is big Zerg Wars anyways. Most people are just chilling. I didn't need to start catching that. I've seen the streamers joke about wanting to go after one another, but like no one's been doing anything. The most I've seen are like one-off assholes attacking everybody on the server until people beat them back. There haven't been big Zerg wars. I don't think that's the appeal of the realm anyways. I think the people that were interested in the realm weren't interested in big faction fights besides the story parts, and it doesn't really play out the same when you have us all on the server. Most people really liked the points of the server where the original, the private server, where it was just like all the factions doing nonsense. And even the goals for the factions were different, and it was like, oh well, we'll just watch them do this thing. In the beta, it was a chill community, number going up. And I'd say overall it still is. I still have issues and concerns with the longevity of something like the realm as a public server. I don't think there's a good answer for it, but I do wonder about the longevity and how long the seasons are and what the future of it can look like. Because I don't know how many times I will be able to do the number up grind on a reset world before I'm tired of it. Like, I'll probably play through the entirety of this very first season, however long it is, but then I think by the time season 2 rolls around, I think I will just wipe my hands of it and not play anymore. Which isn't to say that, like, it was bad and that I regret spending any money on it. I'm fine supporting something like this. I think number up time is fun, but I think number up time with a timer hovering over it feels worse. And it's not bad, it just doesn't feel as fun. Than just stress. Yeah, it is a little bit stressful because I'm like, well, I should get my number up so that we can compete with all these other people and make sure that we're doing all the right things. And I'm like, yeah, but what if I just sit here and fish for like 15 hours? Like, what if I just like do other things? What if I never touch archery because the archery skill scares me and I keep missing and it keeps upsetting me? I love archery. I'm sure I would love archery later, but the beginning of archery is so shit. You miss so much more, and you don't do any damage, and it's hard to beat things. And I need to put this in perspective. I know I've just said all that. I need you to know that as soon as I end stream, I am putting myself in queue to play the game. Like, I still like the number up game and will be playing it and will go grind the numbers, but that's because I'm on break and I have time and I can stay up late and I don't have to worry about going to work tomorrow. So it's one of those, like, it's fine right now, but as soon as other things push, I will have to let go of something, and it's probably going to be the server that will just stress me out in the long run. That's the one thing I don't like about the Valhalla stuff. It's a debuff at the beginning instead of only being buffs. I understand it being a little bit of a debuff at the beginning. At least it doesn't take you that far below vanilla Minecraft. It makes some of your tools like really shitty durability, but like that's whatever. You can kind of spam your way through smithing pretty easily. But also, like, I think my issues right now with the server are the fact that because of lag and other issues, they have... It's still not big enough! I'm gonna cry. I'm fine. Okay, because the server is in early days and they're still like rebalancing stuff, there's a lot of like little things that are really annoying. So like, first of all, we have no nether, which means that the alchemy skill does not exist. And the alchemy skill can do a lot to help push to make things happen faster. And because we don't have the nether, there's some things like a recipe for making soul sand that is really hard and really annoying to do. What else is there? Mob AI. They keep going back and forth on the mob AI, and villagers are currently broken. And because we don't have alchemy, and we don't have the nether, and we don't have good villager AI, it makes it really hard to do something like make an iron farm. An iron farm would fix 90% of the issues that I'm having right now. Why do you hate me, fish? When I get on, I'll see if I can find a brewing stand. There has to be somebody that I can bribe for a brewing stand. Iron is a problem for everyone right now. There's people that have iron farms because they built closer to a village and kidnapped the villagers and then made an iron farm out of it. And that dude stole our zombie villager, which we couldn't even transform to begin with, so it's not like it would be that big of a deal. I'd rather go through the process right now of like trying to find a brewing stand and then maybe one of us working on a mob farm in the chunks or right next to it. Granted, somebody could destroy it, but we'll see if somebody does that. And they're not that expensive to make. It's mainly just building materials and water buckets to set everything up. What are you talking about, if I may ask? So there was a pretty popular creator server that was called The Realm. And what The Realm did is they used a plugin for Minecraft that's called Valhalla MMO that gives you essentially the number go up of RuneScape on skills. So you have like fishing, farming, You have armor skills, you have tools, or not tools, weaponry of different varieties. You have all of these skills that you can level up. And they, on the day that they closed the creator server, they opened I don't know why I caught that. They opened a public version of the server that uses the same basic premise of number go up, you have to do things in order to achieve more goals, kind of thing. So you've got the Townie plugin that lets you claim chunks so that people can't mess with them. You've got the number go up stuff. You've got currency that you need in order to do some of the Townie stuff. Ads are happening right now, but that's fine. A lot of that, and so some of the rats are in... Some of the rats, well actually a lot of rats are playing it, just not every rat is in the quote-unquote rat city, which isn't even called Rat City, it's called Dragon City because Blossom was there when I was setting it up and I said, what do you want to name it? And Blossom said something about dragons and I said, Dragon City, got it. And that was the end of that. So like Aether's playing with the Freakers, and I know Aether's playing with the Ghosties, which are Bad Boy Halo's community. But it's just number go up time, and it's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of grinding. And I want to be power level 69 so very badly. I'm really far away from that, but I'll get there maybe. If I work on archery, I think I can get a couple of power levels, because that's like one I don't work on that much. That and light weapons. And the armor, actually. I don't know what I want to work on. I think I want to get to level 100 woodcutting. I think I'll just have to pair that with working on farming to get more bone meal. Can't believe Aether would betray the Rats for Sneaks community as if he's been there longer and is a mod and does a bunch of cool projects for them or something. Number... I think Aether would play it regardless with any other group. Because number go up is always a fun time. If it wasn't Sneeg, it would be rats. Yeah, but what if there were no rats and no Sneeg? Please? No. I hate this game. I hate this game, and I hate this fish, and I hate this game, and I hate this fish. I would be sad. No, you would try to solo it just to see what you could do. You tried to do that on Block Game for a little while. I think. You did just walk away one day and disappear into the distance. I miss Lucky Blocks. I'm sorry, Woo. You're at least going to getting over it soon. And maybe baby steps. Also, ads are over. Hold on. Rat Realm, but also there's Lucky Blocks. No, I should not do that to anybody. That would be really, really funny, though. Just no. And going, please. No. But I would probably at least do the Rat Realm. I think that's a next year project. Not a right now project. Is next year 2026 or 2027? Well, currently the year is 2025, so I would hope that next year is 2026. I would like to not skip a year mentally. I'm too old to skip a year. If I skip a year, I miss out on important things and then I get a whole bunch of aches and pains that I don't enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot months exist and that it was still December. Either, where are you in time? What year is it mentally for you? I got in? Hell yeah, have fun, Super. I will be there later. One of them? Okay. This is just like in 2021 where none of the rats knew what day it was. And every day in the Discord, it would just be another person going, Happy Tuesday, Happy Thursday, Happy Friday in a list, and it was none of those days, ever. For me, it's still 2015. An interesting year for sure. The rats still do that from time to time, not as much as they used to, which I think might be a good thing. It might signal good things about our brains. Oh, well, you can start doing it again if you want to. But there was a period of time during the shutdown where nobody knew what day it was anyway. Like, even at work, people were unsure of what day it was sometimes. That's okay though, we're out of those times mostly, kind of. I started doing that in a Twitter account, then I realized I could just do it in Rat Chat instead, and so did it, and then it became a thing. Listen. Sometimes you gotta spread confusion to everybody. Today is Tuesday? I mean, it is a stream day. What other day could it be but Tuesday? Except for any of the other days that I've decided to stream this week. It's Thursday? It could be Thursday too. Wait, okay, hold on. Wait, is Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve is on Wednesday, right? Yes? Okay. Philza is streaming on Christmas Day. So he's not streaming on Wednesday, he's streaming on Thursday. I just remembered hearing him talk about it this morning, because he was talking about how he does a lot of, like, most of his family and, like, what Kristen wants to do is mainly on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, they don't do a lot. So if he's at home, he tends to stream that day, and he was talking about his schedule this week. Wait, it is Monday. Why is schedule out of whack? Because I'm off of work and can do whatever I want? I did get confused around 4 p.m. before stream when I was sitting there going like, I watched Phil, I watched Ether, oh, I streamed later. The schedule's up in the air. Aether, if you go look at the announcements channel, I did announce what days I was streaming over the next 2 weeks. And they are also currently updated in the schedule on Twitch. So I'm streaming today, in case it wasn't apparent. I'm streaming tomorrow, and then I'm not streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because of Christmas. Might have been the day I was offline. It was on Saturday, Aether. I think you came to fish at Dragon City that day. You're streaming today? When do you start? Well, it's getting late, so maybe in about 5 minutes. What was I saying? Oh, I stream today and tomorrow. I stream Saturday and Sunday. And then I think I do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week? No, hold on. That's not right either. Oh, it's nighttime now. What day is it? When am I? Hold on, now I need to pull up the post. When am I streaming? Yesterday is tomorrow? Okay. No, it's not in that channel. It's in announcements. Oh no, I'm doing 3 days in a row. It's the 30th, the 1st. No, that's not 3 days in a row. Hold on. The 30th is Tuesday, the 1st is Thursday, and I do- yeah, it is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week. I know what I'm doing. Tuesday is on Thursday, and Wednesday got canceled due to a scheduling error, which is still my favorite and most memorable Welcome to Night Vale quote that my brain has held on to for all of these years. There are some story points that stick to my brain, but it always comes back to Wednesday was canceled due to a scheduling error and the Waiting for the Bus in the Rain song. It's always those two. Also, yes, I do want spaghetti. I went to the store today and I was staring at the spaghetti. And I was like, do I just really want pasta right now? And I have no idea what I was thinking, but then I walked away from the pasta and I felt fine. There's a bit too much sauce on it. You can get rid of the sauce. I want chips that are just raw pasta. Okay, so either I have a hack for you. Go to the store and buy lasagna sheets. And then just kind of snap them apart. Dry pasta is so nasty? No, I don't agree with that. I used to ask for raw spaghetti from my mom when she was cooking spaghetti, and then I would just crunch on the spaghetti. Shaking my head? Why are you shaking your head? At least it's food! At least it's food! And I'm not just chewing on things that are, like, not food. Dry pasta makes me ill? Well, then you don't need to do that. That's fine. Aether has no whimsy. It's not whimsy, crunch. If it's not whimsy, what is it? Huh? Tell me that. But dry pasta hater? You have no fun. Bad decision. It's not a bad decision. It was crunchy. It didn't hurt. I ate the pasta. Y'all hear something? Must be the wind. I hear a whole bunch of haters in chat. That's what I hear. I'm not gonna tell any of you about the cool store that I'm gonna go to tomorrow. I'm not even gonna tell you today anyways. I'm not telling you tomorrow after I've been there. What does that mean? I'm doing Christmas shopping tomorrow and it's a very fun store and I want to talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it before I go there. That way people can't stalk me. Hates dry pasta yet is queer. Well, you see, Aether, the intent there is to say that all queer people like dry pasta, and if you don't like dry pasta, therefore you cannot be queer. I don't agree with him, but I'm gatekeeping the queer with spaghetti. It's a weird hill to die on, but we'll let Aether die on this hill. You know what other pasta I hate? Veggie infused pasta, that like orange stuff. I don't hate that. I actually kind of like that pasta. Well, I think that it's super useful for a lot of people that don't get enough nutrients or like people that have issues with some ingredients in pasta sauces. So like I have an issue with like tomato pieces. If the tomato pieces are too big, I cannot tell you what it does to my brain, but it makes me want to die. And I don't like eating them. And so sometimes veggie infused pasta or like blended pasta sauces get around those like texture issues and can really help with like getting more nutrients in food. Dried pasta is good. I know a lot of people from school that would eat ramen dry. I would still do that if it wasn't for allergies. I knew a shit ton of people that would take ramen packets to school and they would crush them up so that it was like smaller pieces, and then they would put the flavoring packet into the bag and then shake it up so that you kind of like dusted everything with the flavor packet, and then they would just eat that as a snack. Why did I catch that? Tomato pieces are only okay in salsa unless it's an entire fucking slice or some shit. I just don't like tomato. I don't like tomato texture. I like tomato flavor and stuff. I don't like tomatoes texture. Can't eat it, extreme sensitivity. I will puke if I eat that veggie pasta stuff, which is okay, but I'm happy that it exists for other people. I had a sensitivity. I think this is just a food sensitivity that I have managed to train out of my brain mostly. But you know the Yoplait yogurts in their iconic weird little containers. There was a period of time where there were a whole bunch of those that had like fruit pieces in them. And I wanted to like them so badly, but there was something about the texture of those fruit pieces in the yogurt that literally would set me off. And so I would forget that I hated it, and then I would ask for it, and then I would get it, and then I would go puke. Which is not a great way to live life, but it was the way I lived life as a child. I didn't ask for it that often. I think it was like a once a year thing. I'd be like, do I like this now? I don't think I like it still, but I'm better able to tolerate it. It doesn't make me want to like puke immediately. It just makes me upset. Made me think of eating crushed up chips with seasoning in there. Ooh. Best kind of pasta is butter and Parmesan. I have an addition to that. So add a little bit of garlic. A little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of salt and pepper. And that's a pretty decent meal. It's also one of my default struggle meals from college. I would just make pasta and I would just a little bit of oil. Or a little bit of oil or butter, whatever I was feeling like that day. Garlic powder, salt, pepper, and Parmesan. It's not fancy, it's not especially nutritious, so I'd usually have it with something else, but it was enough to be like, calories. And that was what I needed, because I was studying all the time and not sleeping well. Fuck it, what if I go make pasta now? I mean, you have free will, you can go make pasta. Big fish. May the pasta bless our fish. It's still not big enough. Okay. My calorie meal was a fat bowl of sugary cereal. Milk is optional. I mean, that's valid too. Ah, water break. Peaches on toast. I forgot to get peaches! I was gonna get canned peaches to have peaches on toast. I did get cinnamon rolls, so it balances out. I always get cinnamon rolls for Christmas. My mom used to do, like, it's not fancy, but she'd get the, like, the Pillsbury tube of cinnamon rolls, and then she would make those, and that would be the smell that I would wake up to on Christmas. So when is Rat Make thing again? Technically right now, but I'm not there to start the event. So you can go sit in there if you want to. This is still my greatest achievement, more so than wheat. What the hell is the objective of what, Woo? The fishing game? Big fish. I need big version of this one. It needs to have a crown like all the rest of them. My go-to is beef sticks and crackers or chips and salsa and cream cheese. That's valid. I have changed my meals slowly over time. I don't go for just pasta anymore when I'm wanting energy. I tend to try to keep around more fruits and veggies for those periods because the sugars tend to be better for when I'm feeling that bad already. So like cut up an apple or something and have that and then go back for something else more filling later. Big fish. Fuck. Why is this one the bane of my existence? Was this one bad for you, or was this one of the ones that you got first try? Zir. Do I want to know? Will it make me feel worse if I know? It will make me feel worse if I know, won't it? At least I keep leveling up. I don't think it was this bad. I think I'm just doomed. I just can't have apples. I think too much about turning them into desserts. I think I had a buff to my crown catch rate at this point. So I should just go progress the story and not worry about this fish that is the bane of my existence. Okay. Time to slide back down again. I also had a buff to my metal spawn rate. What am I not doing to get buffs? Why am I not buff? Oh, skill star. You actually want the answer to that? No, I'll go figure it out. I'm sure it's about the golden frogs. It's definitely about the frogs. Okay, let's go to the other side of Edo's Island and figure out what's going on up there. Wait, can I do that now? Hold on. Hold on. Wait. No, there's nowhere to get up here. Get up here. I don't know how to jump yet. One day I will learn how to jump. How many new fish are here? How many new fish are here? One new fish is here. Well, now I have to find the fish that's new. Oh, it's the skyfish. Hold on, what the hell is the skyfish? A sea ass that moves around at incredible speed. Just dropping a fishing hook into the sea will automatically catch it. That's a friend-shaped fish. I'm wearing a frog hat. Does that make me gay? Yes. But it does cancel out because of the no dry pasta thing. Hey, Woo, do you eat dry pasta? Do you ever just see a spaghetti noodle and crunch? No? So many people here who are just no longer gay, who have had their gay licenses revoked because I have the power to revoke that for sure. Real, not fake. Oh, sorry. It's fine, Woo. You're not gay now. Don't worry about it. Did you take my gay license? So I'm only kind of sort of gay sympathetic adjacent? Yes. Do you also not eat dry pasta, Zir? Do you not look at a dry pasta and go, that's tasty? Depends on the pasta. Would you eat it like a spaghetti noodle if it was just dry and hanging out and you're like, that looks tasty? Also, to be incredibly clear, again, this has no actual real meaning. I am memeing, Ether is memeing, it's all in good fun. You are definitely whatever label you want to use. Whether it is queer or not or otherwise, we cannot influence that. We cannot change that. We can meme indefinitely. It's not tasty, but it's fun. It's crunch. It tastes like nothing but crunch. Me when there's global in the ceiling? Aether, did you look up? Don't do that. But also, no, you shouldn't take- okay, first of all, you should not take like 95% of the stuff that I say on stream that seriously. Like, even when it is a serious subject, you should not take me that seriously. When somebody starts streaming, their brains do a thing where they just start word vomiting. And I've seen a lot of people say a lot of dumb shit, and they didn't really mean the dumb shit, they just said the dumb shit. I don't want you. Hi, Noah. I know a guy. Is it 448 that I'm looking for? It is. Okay, if I don't see 448, I'm just gonna throw it back. Not catch it. We throwing it back. We're throwing the fish back in the water. I kind of want to look up now. I'm gonna do that. Aether, why are you looking up? We all say dumb shit? Yes, but I'm saying that, like, there's a propensity for streamers to say especially dumb shit. And then, inevitably, that gets clickbaited because somebody wants to do something. The ceiling looked nice. Is it not a popcorn ceiling? Although, I don't understand the hate for popcorn ceilings. Because I like looking up at the popcorn ceilings and seeing what's up there. And then seeing patterns in the popcorn ceiling. And I don't understand everybody that hates popcorn ceilings hating it all the time. Because it was the thing that I used to do a lot when I was a kid. Maybe this is just airing out more of the fact that I was an only child and I had way too much time where I had nothing else going on. I think maybe this is why I was much more creative as a child. I meant to catch that one. Because I would just sit there and I would space out and I would come up with 50 billion new things. Popcorn ceiling? It's when the ceiling has the textures that looks like bubble. There's glitter in all the popcorn ceilings in my house. Like to look up and find like little stars. Ooh. I have escaped popcorn ceiling. I have glowy stars. That's also valid. Popcorn walls are terrible though. They're terrible because I don't ever want to lean on them, but then I grab the wall and then it hurts. Isn't that a thing? Being bored brews creativity? Yeah. And now that I'm an adult and have money to distract myself with games and other things, I no longer do the thing that I did as a child of laying on the floor and staring at the popcorn ceiling for several hours. Is popcorn floor a thing? I pray to every god that has ever existed that it does not. It would be like walking on Legos. I need to stop. I need to stop, and I need to look, and I need to read, and I need to stop throwing back those fish that I want. Gotta schedule floor time? I don't want to schedule floor time. I just want to exist and then lay on the floor because I'm bored. Actually, you know what it is? I've found a new escape that is not the popcorn ceiling, but is almost the popcorn ceiling. Lego sets. This is not a joke. The Lego sets make... Because it's mainly like I'm doing the like hunting for the pieces, putting the pieces in place, and then like the calm routine of it just does something good to the brain. And I sit there and I think about things. It's raining outside. Have I really not caught a big one? No, the biggest I caught was 217, so I'm betting 220. The tower is also going off? It did earlier. Not the fish I want. The bell tower? Yeah, my bell tower that screams Christmas music at me every half hour for the entirety of December. And then plays Auld Lang Syne on New Year's Day. I did it. 269. Nice. Do I need to learn? I need to learn how to jump. Who's gonna teach me how to jump? Where am I? Wait, there's a beach over here. The map says there's a beach over here. What the fuck are you? What are you guys doing here? This is our hideout. I found the ninjas. Get out of here now. Okay. Wait, hold on, you have fish. Hold on, this is very important. Nope. None of these are new fish. I'm leaving. Who needs a popcorn bucket when I have two perfectly good shoes right here? No! Do not put popcorn in your shoes! Bed of nails? No, bed of popcorn like the ceiling. Popcorn plates. Putting popcorn on a plate seems like sacrilege. I have all these fish. I want popcorn. You can get popcorn. Hey, I really want to go Volcanios. I've been waiting for them to reissue the license for the Volcano Museum. If you have a license, would you sell it to me? No? Maybe? Huh? Yes, how can I help? We are not issuing licenses at the moment. Why is there a shady man with a knife over there now? Please show your membership card if you want to get through. Oh my god, the two NPCs are Hansel and Gretel. Membership card? We don't have one. I'm sorry, but I can't let you through without one. Well, what if we just make a membership card now? There's been some disturbing activity at the underground volcano ahead. So as of now, we can't issue any new membership cards. No way, there's nothing you can do? Sorry, I'm only following orders. Okay, suspicious man with a knife. Let's ask you questions later. No, the plate is made of popcorn ceiling? That's worse. That's the same as putting salsa on a plate instead of a bowl. Hold on, no! I don't accept that. If you just want a little bit of salsa and it's not runny salsa, and you put a little bit of it on a plate so that you can have it with your food, I think that's fine. Be careful around volcano. You might contract Icy's favorite word. That's very true. Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm thinking more restaurant settings. No, if they just gave you a plate of salsa instead of one of the little bowls of salsa, I would be very confused. Yeah, we have to do something about this. The only way to get to the underground volcano is through here. What if we just try to sneak by really late at night? There's the mysterious man with a knife. Hold on. Can we just admire what the hell music is playing? Please. What the hell was the music team on this on? And I love them. Yo, bros, you seem to be in some kind of trouble. Huh? Who are you? I just overheard you two chatting. You need a card, right? Well, I've got one of those cards. I can sell it to you guys. How much? Well, let's see. Around 1 million gold. We shouldn't trust this guy, Rod. Let's just ignore him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just joking. You two gotta lose... There's so many translation errors here. You gotta loosen up a bit. You with the orange hair, you seem pretty talented. You see, I'm a treasure hunter. I found a dungeon nearby that's supposed to have incredible treasures. I found it, but I'm having a hard time conquering this dungeon. I was looking for a strong warrior to help me, and then I found you. I see. Well, I am pretty strong. Quite the discerning eye you have. If you help me get through that dungeon, I'll give you my card. What do you say? Not a bad deal, right? Okay, I'll help you out then. Show me your map, and I'll mark the location of the dungeon. Okay, I'll be waiting at the place marked on the map. Is it at the beach? It's at the beach. Nothing can replace Sea Shanty 2. That's true. If I can figure out how to add that song to the playlist, I will, but I don't think there's a soundtrack for this game. Where I live, they know better. They bring you a 2-liter jug of salsa to every table with chips. Oh. Oh, that's heaven. That's heaven. Is the game originally not English? It's either a translation error or somebody did not look at it at all. Hi, Icy. I've been waiting for you. That's the entrance to the dungeon. Okay, time to get started. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. You gotta go into that dungeon alone. Huh? What do you mean? You didn't even do anything. You just want me to hand over the treasure? You're perceptive, which is helpful. Do it, Shinra. Rod! Hey! What the hell is going on? Watch it now. Don't move. Your little friend is gonna be our hostage. If you want us to let him go, enter that dungeon and get us the treasure. Sorry, Axel. Damn it, you son of a... Now get going, or maybe you don't care about what happens to your little friend. Rod, I'll save you. I promise. Just hold on. Just got done with my Christmas shopping. It took 4.5 hours. I'm so sorry, I see. I'm a man of my word. Bring me the treasure and I'll give you the card and your friend. Also, please don't drink the salsa. I still have 2 more people doing tomorrow, so speed shopping tomorrow morning. I'm also doing shopping tomorrow morning. I did some stuff today, but the thing I need to do tomorrow is really far out of the way. It's a cool shop, but it's out of the way. So I'm gonna take public transit down to it. So the child is out of school for 2 weeks. What will you do? Oh, the door closed. I did not beat all of them. Why am I playing Silk Song again? I feel a star. I heard kids screaming in my neighborhood, making me think something was wrong. At least, the very least, during the winter break, you don't get as many people being unruly on the public transit. Something about the summer break really makes people unruly on transit, and I've had way more issues on the public transit during the summer. During the winter, the children can be loud, but at least the teenagers, like, want to sleep. Deep cleaning my room, send help. I wish I could. I wish I could, but alas, I am also going to be cleaning some of my apartment into next week. Hi, Zier. I've now been left alone with my family. I'm sorry to hear that. At least you have the rats as distraction sometimes. Boss room? Boss room. Ah! Oh god. If only I was better at this. I won. Ha! Ooh, magic. That's a new magical tool. Beyond that is the treasure vault they mentioned. I need to hurry and collect it and then save Rod. Does this one make me jump? Why is magical tool in quotes like that? I don't know. Don't ask me. Rod, are you okay? You're back, and you're not empty-handed, right? No, this one doesn't make you jump. Of course I didn't. Now you better let Rod go. Give me the treasure first. Trying to figure out what magic ability she has to be so small and somehow stomp around like an elephant. Calories to body weight ratio. Unbridled power. We don't need these guys anymore. Let's go, Shinra. Hi, T. I'm glad you're okay, Rod. I'm sorry, Axel. It's all my fault. Don't be ridiculous. It's not your fault. Rod? What's that down by your feet? What is this? Oh, it's the license. It's the card. I guess it belonged to them. I wonder if this card is even real. Who knows, but we may as well give it a try. Yeah, oh, by the way, did you find a magic item too? Sure did. I picked it up before I left. Hold down the button below to use the warp rod. Once you release the button, you will instantly warp to the marker location. Okay, Zier, it doesn't let you jump. Close enough. It's close enough. Now I have to go do shenanigans. Hold on. Where? Ooh, have I been up here before? I have, but there was stuff up here. Nope, not that one. Def not a triple jump? Oh wait, no, there wasn't anything up here. Teleporting and jumping are different things. You know what? You're correct. Am I not allowed in here yet? Knock knock! Wait, no. Aha! Creaky door, spooky spooky building. witch's mansion. What's with this mansion? Books everywhere. Is it an old library? It's been decades since I've had a visitor. If you've come to my mansion, you retrieved the magic item I made from the dungeon, didn't you? What? You made this magic item? Ha, that's right. Isn't it great? Anyway, let's put that aside for now. Now you two must face the witch's trial. What's that all of a sudden? Oh, come on. No need to be so worried. I'm just looking for someone that would make a good apprentice. I want you to undergo a trial to see if you have what it takes. If I become your apprentice, can I use your magic? I don't know about that. Magic is not something that you can be trained to use. Well then, what are you looking for apprentices for? What? Are mages always accompanied by apprentices? That's why I want an apprentice too! What a weirdo. Let's go, Rod. Wait. Of course, there are some good things about becoming an apprentice. If you become my apprentice, I'll give you a special item. What? Is that like some new magic item? That's something you'll find out after you become my apprentice. So, you interested in the trial now? Sure, I'll take that trial or whatever. Very good, just as I predicted. Now I will tell you about the trial. Just come to me. That's it. What the heck? That doesn't even sound that hard. I'll be waiting for you. Can I... Guys, don't cheat! I mean... I don't know what she expected from us. No. There's beds. I'm not sleeping here. I'm just gonna start punching the walls. Oh god, there's 3 doors. Well, I mean, surely nothing bad will happen if I just walk through this door. Okay, well, that's okay. Never mind. I understand now what it wants from me. We have to go get the key fragments so that then we can open the door at the bottom and then get to her. Wow, it's moving! Okay, we're in the endless void now. What are those numbers? Devils. In the meantime, let's get rid of the demons. Oh, so you have to survive. I like that Rod was not given a choice in this. He just said, yeah, I'm here for my bud Axel, who will do all sorts of wacky adventures. I'm just here to fish. I did it. Cool. Key fragment 2. That's not ominous. Door 2 done. Time for door number 3. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I suddenly see what it wants me to do. And I suddenly fear for my soul. Come on. This is like having ender pearls. But worse somehow. Cool. I have 3 items. They became a key. Do I have to go all the way back? Oh, why does the game hate me? I'm scared to hit Enderman on the realm, I've realized. I don't know what they're gonna do to me, and I'm scared that they're gonna start moving. It's open now. I'm amazed you made it this far. Come on, this is the last trial. The condition for clearing the site is to defeat 100 monsters that spring up. I'll be waiting for you in this back room. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah! I have no idea how many I've beat now. Does the door say? Yes, 24. What if I just kite them around for a while? Do they only spawn 4 at a time? Oh, that's bullshit. Whee! I like this game about fishing that certainly has some non-fishing related side quests. I guess it can't be fishing all of the time. That'd just be too much fishing. I did it. Okay, now she has to hand over a treasure or something, otherwise this was not worth it. This is fishing if you really think about it. Somehow I think this is catfishing. We finally made it. Not so easy, was it? Anyway, I hereby certify you two as my apprentices. Yeah! So what about that special item? I have it in my vault, so go on and take it. I'll open the door to the vault now. Oh. Oh. That's kind of neat. How do I leave? Phew. Now if you'll excuse me. Ahem. Go on, my apprentices. I can finally say it. Okay, well, into the vault that is definitely not a trap. Oh, it's not. You've got to be kidding me. It's not a magic item, it's clothes. Yeah, I guess I'll feel like a wizard when I wear this. Damn it, I'll never wear something like this. I think it's pretty cool. I'd wear it. Oh, I can give him outfits that I have not been giving him. Oh, nope. It's just still Rod. Thank you for the stretch in the water break. Oh, that really was a catfish. Okay, well, I guess we can solve more of those problems as we stumble upon them. Now that we can teleport. Whoop. Where am I going? Oh, wait, there's an island over here that I haven't been to yet. Hold on, I'm distractible. This seems really nice and homely. Oh, it is asleep. Never mind. Did you buy the item that lets you change your appearance without changing your gear? Yeah, the Mask of Transformation. But I think it's really funny to be a wizard. I like being wizard. So many fish here! Come here. There is no fucking way the fish they gave me is just called Shark Evil. Contrary to its appearance, it has a gentle and calm nature. It is highly intelligent and often works in groups. Okay, I guess it's just shark time. Yeah, it is T as a shark. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What? Where the fuck is Chainsaw? The chainsaw is always running. It is said to stop when it is sleeping. Okay. Bring me another shark. Shark gear? Oh, what is shark gear? The purple parts contain a potent venom. It has claimed too many victims, making it a target for extermination. Kind of sad. Casually fishing up chainsaws. Listen. The world is basically just sharks here. So 611 is one that we need. I think 725 is not one we need. Or maybe one we need. Yeah, we need Shark Gear and Shark Evil. So 611 and 725. And then there's another shark that we haven't seen yet. I live here now. It's just shark time. 520 is not one we need, but that's okay because I don't care right now because I have sharks in my pocket. It's shark time. Ooh, big boy. Might as well get all the parts, I guess. I wish dragons were real. I mean, the dragons are real in our hearts. And I think that's the most important part. Yeah, but I want them to be real in my bed. Do you think they'd be like a personal furnace and be really nice during the winter? Except they're not fluffy, so they wouldn't be nice to sleep with. I need a fuzzy dragon. Put a blanket on them, boom, Fluffy. Please consider chicken. I don't think I want to sleep with the chicken. I'm sure I can and will find a solution. I think Clover's solution is pretty solid. Also, ads are about to start. As a heads up for anybody. Please consider large fried shrimp. No. I just need shark gear. What are you? Oh, you're a blade. Well, I gotta do it once just for funsies. Okay, are there any other shapes of sharks? No? Okay. So I need the 611? 557 isn't a number I recognize. That's because it's a Swordon. If you encounter it underwater, your body will be torn apart. Okay. So don't encounter them in the water. My only complaint about the blades is that even with max power, you can't catch a blade without taking damage. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. Good thing you're on land? Yeah, but sometimes I'm in the water. Okay, we need a crown, shark gear, and then we're good. And then we're good with the sharks. What? It's like that one fish in some kind of Irish or British mythology that lures people in by offering them a ride but then drowns them in nearby bodies of water and then consequently eats them. Kelpies. Yeah, the horse. All I remember about Kelpies is the Holly Black one where she has a Kelpie in one of her stories and they need to bribe it so that it will take them somewhere. And it just talks about being lonely, and so the main character goes and grabs an old carousel horse and gives it to the Kelpie. And that is the solution. Granted, it was done much more tastefully than the way that I'm saying it out loud, but that is like the long and the short of the story, of that section of the story, is that they need the Kelpie to help them, and the Kelpie's like, I need a friend. Give me big fish. Okay, don't give me big fish. I can still catch shark deer. Wait, is the evil skull awake now? No. Can't wake it up. Okay, back to fishing. My Little Kelpie friendship is magic. Aren't there Kelpies in My Little Pony at some point? Hi, Void. Why are you saying good morning? Should I be worried? You were here not that long ago. Why are you saying good morning now? No. It is not- it's like not morning, but good morning. I think I'm worried, but I think it's fine. I miss playing Pathfinder. Oh yeah, are you guys on a break because of the holidays? With everybody traveling? Thank you, Automod. It really did not like the sentence, I love my gay-ass bird. It's morning for me. I see. I see. I played Saturday. I was just very tired because I was coming off of 22 hours of travel. I just like my bird. No, I think that's valid. I still think fondly about my very first Pathfinder character. I think about her a lot, and actually I was thinking about, okay, to circle back around to world building, I was thinking about putting my Pathfinder character as like a major historical figure inside of the project I'm working on, because A, I can, and B, I can. And that was the end of the thought process. I don't want her to be like mythological or anything, I just want her there. And C, you should. Yes! No, you're so real for that. I keep trying to insert my first long-term 5e character into stuff. You should! Do it! Okay, bye chat. Clover is making me do the things I need to. I asked her to. Bye Icy, it was good to see you for a moment. I hope you're doing well. Do good on your things and stuff, and we'll miss you. And we'll see you another day. For a moment, I thought you were handing Icy a gun and telling Star to shoot someone in a Twitch mod way. You know, if Icy wanted to shoot someone, I would let them. I would just be like, you know what? You shoot that random chatter. Do you need a reason? No. It's funny. Go for it. Who would I shoot? Well, Woo said shoot me. Void said shoot me. Can I shoot Woo? I see the only rule is that the timeout that you shoot them with has to be for a funny number of seconds. That's the only rule. Four seconds. Give me the fish. No, I don't want the blade. Get rid of him. Slash shoot Woo. 67 seconds. Icy, you can shoot Woo and then go focus on your stuff. Never mind, I don't want it anymore? No. What do I do? Somebody's redeemed fishing break. What do I do? We gotta go fishing? Okay. Bye, Icy. I gotta fish real fast. I gotta catch all these fish so that I can have fish. Fish. Fimpsh. I've lost all coherent thought. Who am I? Who are you? How did any of us get here? Why are there just more blades? I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about, but I feel like my head's empty. There's nothing in there. With my old 5e character, IDK White's so fun to be like, here's this old man. The blood of everyone he cares about is on his hands. He can't not keep trying to improve things anyways. It will happen again. Oh, tragedy. I think I just woke up here. So it's good morning to tea. Zir, has he considered removing his hands? He could be like, what's his face? From Tales of Symphonia, who had to kill his fiancée, woman that he loved, because she was infected with the X-Sphere. And then he said, I can no longer use my hands to do harm, and then got really good at kicking. Regal! Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. I did generally go to bed far too early. Wake up before I even usually go to sleep. Help. I don't know if I can help you. That's awesome, actually. It's not awesome, because it is a very sad moment, because there's another party member that's related to the woman that he loved that you have to deal with their problems on top of those problems, which is a very convoluted thing because it has to do with basically being held in stasis at the age of like 13 for like 15 years. So she's like a 28-year-old woman who's like a 13-year-old. It's a little bit traumatic, but it's fine. Everybody gets over it eventually. But he did get really good at kicking. That's not a lie. He got so good at kicking. Can I have a big shark gear, please? Am I just not allowed to have a big one? That's... no, I don't want you. Megalodon, we're done. But like the last part, the becoming a great at kicking, yeah, that part's cool. He does constantly wear the shackles even though he's unshackled as a reminder of the crimes that he did. Unfortunately, he's paralyzed in his charisma and magical power, not in his hands, so removing his hands would only make him unable to keep playing music. He was a bard. Megalodon. You're supposed to be working, Icy. You get back to work on whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. The children yearn for the mines. I yearn for the fishing grind on the realm. Really, all this game has done is make me think about how much I want to go fish up and down the coast near the town of Dragon City. It was a phone ghost, not me, don't worry. Okay. I'll forever love the moment in the game where he goes to rescue his sister who got de-leveled from like a level 17 fighter to a level 3 monk, and a high-level baddie shows up, so he throws his Vorpal sword to his sister, and she immediately instantly beheads the enemy before they get a turn, completely circumventing the fight the DM had planned. Oh my god. That's so sick. I've got to say I was imagining Reagan from Mob Psycho 100 this entire time, Ziploc. For Why? What? No, I understand. That's not icy, that's cat? Okay. That's fair, that's not icy. It was a real once a fighter, always a fighter. When you said regal spelling, brain is tired. No, that's fair. I understand now where you could have seen that. I miss Tales of Symphonia. I don't need to play Tales of Symphonia again, but I could play Tales of Symphonia again. But then I wouldn't be able to... But then I wouldn't be able to number go up the video game. Phone goes, cat is being judged. Yes. You can play Tales of Symphonia again? No, I can't. I have too many games to play. I bought like 7 games during the winter sale so far. And I'm still debating about getting Tales of Grace's F while it's on sale. No games, only Symphonia. Ah! No, that's not the shark I needed. I got excited for nothing. This game sucks. Fish hate me. Too many megalodons. Granted, he had killed her in an earlier session because she was possessed by an evil god, but that's the only relevant, and that seeing her de-leveled was how he found out she was alive again. He still didn't hesitate to give her the sword. That just makes it more dramatic. Women love me, fish hate me. This game sucks, fish hate me. Things that I would make for myself if I had a VTuber model. I guess I could make a PNG hat and put it on the PNG tuber. That'd be funny. It wouldn't even be on the PNG tuber, it would just be on top of the PNG tuber spot. Women fish me, love hates me. That one's really good. I want to see that on a hat. Women hate me, fish also hate me, my social life is in shambles. So many good hats. Can we put them all together into one hat? Yes, I'm done with sharks. No more sharks. What was I doing? Wait, I haven't been back to the Raised Rock Island, and I think I can teleport onto it now. Can I teleport onto Raised Rock Island? Hell yeah. Sword Saints Waterfall. Where am I going? Am I gonna die? One colossal fish, blank me, women, opposite blank me hat. Yeah! Sword Saint is such a cool title. It is! What the hell is that guy? Watch out! He has a knife! Okay. Ow. Oh, I'm so pathetic. Ah. Fuck. Okay, I did it. Now he's gonna go sit in the water because he's a fish. Oh. It's just the Blade 2.0. I hate you. I don't hate you. That was a cool fight. What the fuck are you? Warlobs. A fully armored lobster that has stolen equipment from an armored warrior. It has completely lost the functionality of its claws. This is the worst lobster I've ever seen. Could never be me. I think I have this fish, whatever this is. Yes. So what are you? Cobalt tone? What? You look so sick. What are you? The growths resemble warts and contain a liquid. This liquid is popular as a delicacy. Never mind, I hate you. So I needed the cobalt tone and the warlobs. Cobalt tone these nuts. Thank you, Zir, in the okay. I'm gonna let that one through so the world can see it. Because I need the world to see that one. Okay, so we need... Oh, it's a full metal. Yeah, it's just we need the warlobs and the cobalt tone. Oh. Oh god, I have so many of these that I will need to make at one point or another. I don't have the things to make the dragon rod, but I want it so badly. Shark rod! I could make shark rod! It's like midnight for me almost, which means it's almost like morning. But good morning, I'm going to bed. Have good sleep, take care of yourself. It's just sharks! Go away. Where's the warlobs? I need the warlobs to come back so that I can catch warlobs. Warlobs. She's dark on my rod till I normal hit noise. I'm really testing the Automod today. You are, but it's funny. Warlobs. Can I get anything other than normal? Thank you. Now I don't need to fight any more warlobs, but I definitely do, so more warlobs. Not you. Give me the other fish. I do really like the fishing game. I just like it. It's just my brain turns off. And it's very pleasant when my brain turns off like this because I don't have to think that hard. I can just play the video game. And I can just think about stupid fish. And then I can rage at the fish. It doesn't change anything. I cannot affect the RNG. Why is it just sharks? I don't know if I can 100% it by the end of the year, but I think I'm going to make a concerted effort to try to 100% it. Which means that it might be what we play tomorrow, it might be something else that I play tomorrow, who knows. Rage Against the Fish is my new Rage Against the Machine cover band. Rage Against the Fish, and it's just Rage Against the Machine songs, but you just make as many fish puns out of the song lyrics instead of the original lyrics. I also don't want you. No, I don't want you. That's like when all the Homestuck fans were doing song covers for characters. There's one that was the Pawn Shop by Macklemore, but it's just Prawn Shop. And if you go look up the lyrics for that specific version of the song, there is no line in that entire song that is not a fish pun. Not a one. It's so good. I like the clink of the normal hits. It's a very good noise. It's meditative almost. Now I wish it would give me the fish that I need to 100% this area so that I can leave and not come back. Oh, it's daytime now. Good morning. Not that one. Oh, there's another new fish. Do I know what this fish is? It's not you. It's not you. Away. It's not you. It's not you. Get out of my house! Stop! I told you to go away! Thank you. I'm in your walls. How'd you get in there? I feel like that would have been pretty painful to get into the walls. Really squished. It's less painful than visiting family. I definitely feel that sometimes. Although I will say that, like, normally when I go to family events and I know that the family I'm seeing, I, at the very least, don't agree with on a lot of things, I very much make it a point to almost never talk to them about politics. I don't participate in the conversation about politics if it happens at the dinner table. Instead, I will ask them about their lives and what's going on and about some, like, silly piece of media first, and that usually helps most of the time. Every now and then, though, they get really stuck on something and they really want to talk about it, and there's nothing I can do about those. That's a cool dragon! Although it is still a juvenile, it is said that when it matures, it can summon lightning. Neat! Now I have to catch all of those ones. I just realized the end of exams means I can finally once again daydream stories I'm working on while trying to fall asleep, sit up to write down dialogues, scene ideas, and not fear the consequences of my insomnia. Good night, rats. Have good fishing and lovely rest of your time zones. Have good time zone, Clover. Have fun thinking of all the stories you can. May the notes come at
Comfort
convenient
streamer.
times.
Trato 10 love.
Comfort chatters. I should get back into writing. I mean, you can if you want to. I only need 200 words to write. For your paper or for other things? Go away. Go away. Go away! I don't want to talk to you! Stop shooting me! Oh yeah, I need to get the track bear set up for next year. I haven't set it up yet. Granted, we still have a number of days before the end of the year and it would be necessary to start tracking, but it might be nice to let people get in and decide their projects and goals sooner rather than later. I just like that TrackBear lets you change things immediately. Like, you can change your goal and it's like, yeah, so if this is your goal, this is where you match up to it. There's no judgment. It doesn't try to, like, bite you for it. It's just like, yep, okay, you adjusted your goal. We've done new math. Here's your new result. I want to start tracking how much I write in the new year. I want to do more stuff for the writing channel. And I think I might tie some of that into some of the things that I also want to do for Rats Make Things. Of just helping people find ways to be accountable for their creative habits. And it's really hard. Oh, I meant to catch that. I'm a fool. I'm a fool and an idiot. I got scared by the electric noises. Is there a dragon over here? No, but there are several of you guys. Should write that reading bot that I was thinking about. What the reading bot for? What reading bot do? Is it just to help you track your reading? I have a reading log of when I stop and reading books with timestamps and page numbers. Oh, interesting. Thinking of making it a bot to simplify things a little bit. Might be helpful. Although I was really bad about it this year, but I've been using... Hold on, now I have to look at it because now I'm afraid of naming the wrong app. Because Goodreads is owned by Amazon, and Amazon is shit, and I don't like it. I pivoted away from it and I moved to an app called Storygraph. And I was really bad about tracking things this year, but my intent in the new year is to, because I was marking where I was reading books in my planners before, but that gets like really cluttered. So rather than do that, what I want to do is keep kind of like a mini review in, not in my planner itself, but in an extra booklet that I have for it. So I can just track start and stop times for like when I read the book. And then because the way I've been doing like plannerly stuff recently is I basically info dump into a field notes notebook. And that includes like everything. It is all of my to-do lists, it is random thoughts, it's random notes to myself, it's tracking down things like how much I'm writing, how much I'm reading, like, because I'm also like tracking my steps a little bit, it's got my step track counter kind of in it. Mostly because I'm keeping track of it in terms of like how many miles I've walked so that I can justify going to the stationery store and buying more stationery from the stationery store. I like tracking that stuff analog, but I like also having the digital look back, so tracking it in Storygraph I think will be better. I just have to figure out if I'm going to commit to putting all of the trash books in there too, or only the books that I think are worth it. But granted, nobody knows who I am on Storygraph, so nobody can find me. Nobody can bully me for my trash books. And there will be many of them. Because I read trash books so quickly. I'll like check several of them out from the library and then just like go through a whole bunch of trash books and then be like, that was glorious. And then I won't read for a week. I gave my sibling the book I read for book club that I didn't like and I'm curious to see what he thinks. He's not going to remember the next like 1 to 2 days, so I'll just have to wait. Yeah, if he's going in town for surgery, it's gonna be a little bit. And I hope his surgery goes okay. I hope that everything goes well there. Definitely hate seeing people have to go through procedures, even if it's a really routine or mundane one. It's always really tough. The most comforting thing that I ever hear from a doctor is one that I hear from my eye doctor pretty much every year, where she goes, "You're pretty boring medically." And I'm like, fantastic. I love being medically boring. I do not want to be medically exciting. The only thing that was interesting from my eye appointments is that there's a freckle. There's a freckle almost inside of my eye. It's like literally on the eyeball. Which is really fascinating. And she's been tracking it just to make sure that it doesn't develop into anything else, but she's like, as long as it doesn't move and it doesn't like grow, then we're all set. And for at least a year or two, it hasn't done anything. Or maybe it's been since I came out here and like moved here and started going to this eye doctor that it hasn't done anything, which is ideal. We don't want it to do anything, so we're just gonna keep holding on to that. And both somehow medically exciting and boring at the same time, which I feel concerned about, but apparently none of my doctors in the past few have cared enough to do anything about it. I mean, there's some things that are interesting that can happen to humans, but as long as you're like relatively healthy and okay, and you're not seeing any negative side effects for anything that's going on, most doctors are fine to let things lie until it becomes more of a concern. Because some things are like I don't know how to describe this. There are some things that can happen to a human that just straight up will never manifest into anything if you're lucky. And so they don't want to force somebody to go through a procedure that would remove the risk entirely. Or not even if you're lucky, but like the common person will not experience negative side effects from this thing. Or like significant side effects from this thing. So why put everybody who has X through a surgery when they can just let it go and keep eyes out for signs of it becoming worse or becoming a problem? Then again, there's also just some shitty doctors out there who don't really care about people for whatever reason, despite being medical professionals, and just go, yeah, so you have this issue, and I think the solution is for you to get more exercise and to lose weight or to change your food, and they don't provide any other further help past that, which is really shitty. I've had a number of friends that have been told that like their concerns are not real through doctors, and it's stemmed from several biases that have been out there, and it's incredibly frustrating to see. 0 smoking, 0 drinking, 0 sexual activity, 0 allergies, 1 significant medical history event, and 0 recreational drugs, also, I guess. Well, at least they know if they're looking at you and they find something weird that it's probably not coming from an outside source. At least. Narrows it down a little bit for what they're looking for. I cause all my own problems. Got it. Yeah. But that's okay, because that means you can also cause all your solutions. Dragon. Also, significant medical event was an appendectomy when I was 3. I still have my appendix, and I live in fear every day that it's going to rupture. I don't actually live in fear, it's just one of those things where I also have other issues that cause abdominal pain. Not significant issues, but have caused abdominal pain throughout my life, and I do have to sit there for a moment and go, are you gaslighting yourself into thinking it's your appendix? Or is it actually in the correct area for it to be your appendix and feel like something that should be your appendix versus your guts just kind of hate you a little bit today and you're sad about it? I have 3 teeny tiny scars from it, yeah. I mean, an appendectomy wouldn't be that bad, but I would still probably freak out if something happened to me with it, and I don't know what I would do. I'm not gonna think about that too hard today. That's a problem for a different day, me, to come up with a game plan in case a medical event happens in my life. The thought of you gaslighting your appendix is really funny. I know that's not the case, but it's funny. I gaslight myself about all sorts of health things. One time I walked into a math class in college and I thought I was gonna puke, and so I gaslit myself by saying that I wasn't sick over and over in my head until I sat down and was fine. And then I went back to my dorm and then took my temperature and I was indeed sick. But luckily it was a Friday and I had nothing else going on, so I just laid in bed for the entire weekend. It was glorious. Except that I was miserable. Really thought you were gonna say, and then I sat down and then threw up. No. No, I straight up went, no, it's fine. This is a test that you can ace. You're gonna take your test, you're gonna get up, and you're gonna go back to your dorm, and you will be fine, because you're not sick. Which all stemmed from Gavin Free from Achievement Hunter talking repeatedly on podcasts about how when he's sick, he just tells himself that he's not. And then he's not sick anymore. And everybody repeatedly telling him that's not how sickness works, and him going, no, but it works. Nope. Women sicken me, fish sicken me. I think I'm coming down with something. That's a good one. When I'm sick, I drink copious amounts of water. I sometimes don't really realize that I'm sick until it is, I am feeling so ill. The medical professionals can't gaslight you about your health if you gaslight yourself about your health first. It's true, they can't. And then I don't have to pay to go to the doctor either. Why am I catching this? Slight headache, water. Tummy ache, water. Fatigue, water. Tired, water. Thirsty, literally anything else. There's always just like one fish that's just a pain in the ass to catch. I just keep finding them and then sitting here and fishing forever. We'll keep trying for this one. As soon as we get this one, or it hits 9:30, I'm gone. I'm done. I want to go do number up so badly right now. I want to number. Although I've numbered up here, I don't remember what level I started as, but I'm now level 95 and I think max level is 100, so that's very funny. Why does this dragon hate me? This dragon hates me so much, and it's so unfair. I wanted to get 100 in every stat. I know, and you can't, because there's a level cap of 100, which means that you can only get to whatever it is, and that's just not fair, and it's not fun. What if I want to level up again? What if I want to prestige my fishing? Oh wait, the dragon doesn't appear during the night, does it? You can almost cap 3 stats if you get every single skill potion. That's quite a bit, though. Why did I catch that? I'm only looking for the dragon. Can I? Okay, thank you. I think my brain blacks out and just goes fishing time and that's it. What might you call a dragon that never makes any sense in anything and everything that comes out of its mouth only makes sense in certain contexts? Prophecy dragon. Jargon. Okay, thank you, Woo. That's a good one. That's awful. Thank you. That may be unrelated to the rest of the description. Siri, you are nothing if not consistent about your love of dragons, at the very least. And that's all we can really hope from you. Give me big dragon video game. Give me dragon, eat me dragon, something that's the me eat, give me orange. Ah, fuck. I need to start looking with my eyes and not just muscle memorying my way through this. I let the dragon get away. Dragon. No, Zir is correct. The dragons are very cool. But Zir is the second weirdest person about dragons that I know, and the first weirdest is Blossom. Yeah, the first- yeah, Blossom is the second least normal person about dragons. Stop! I don't want the weird lobster! Do you think Blossom's disappointed in me somewhere because I haven't looked at my Flight Rising dragons today? My children are going to starve. Okay, this is a real question directed towards really nobody in particular, but what's the difference between weird and being freaky? I think freaky has more horny connotations than weird. Does it? I said I think. I don't know. I forgot about mine for 2 days since I did something with the other Michael mods. Oh no. Dragon. Dragon. Okay, I'm done. It's just that one now. It's the grand medal that I don't have because now I've caught 88 types of Ciaz and I need to catch one more for the crown size Ciaz to match. Okay, let's go put ourselves at the volcano. Oh. We're gonna go put ourselves at the volcano and then save and log off. Yum. Where's the volcano? This way. Okay. We're not gonna go in there, we're just gonna stand here. Will this person ask to buy it? No. They don't ask to buy it. So when I checked it today, it was at 66%. I'm thinking to myself, I guess I'll start from scratch with buffs. I had such a good streak too. I know, it's so sad when the buffs go away. It's just sad. I mean, that was a fair, good amount of fishing today. We're at 61% in the Ciaz book. It was good. The input remapping I implemented today supports mixing controller and keyboard inputs if you want. Zir, I have questions about the things that you do, but I think I'm proud of you. You're such a giant nerd. I'm so glad that you're getting to work on stuff, but also remember to take breaks and do other things and, I don't know, go wander around where your family is if it helps you get away from everything that you don't want to be near. Save. Don't just put yourself in the coding hole the entire time just because you think it will help. Make sure that you're getting out there and doing other things. But this is it for today. I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more fishing today. Maybe fishing tomorrow. Maybe fishing tomorrow. Maybe not fishing tomorrow. Maybe it'll be something else tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the coding hole because I like coding. That's valid. Lace. Oh, it's so dramatic. It's already end stream time? Yeah, I mean, it's normal end stream time. I actually thought I was gonna end an hour ago and then I just kept fishing. Which is, you know, a normal thing for me to do. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope
less than 3 Mariah Carey has melted.
I hate that sentence. Thank you for saying it. What was I about to say? Oh, I hope the rats are having a good holiday season so far. Please take care of yourselves. I will be back tomorrow for another round of streams. It might be a little bit shorter because I have some stuff to do on Christmas Eve, but we will still be here for a stream at the same time I started today. You can find the schedule on Twitch. You can find the schedule listed on the Discord in the announcements channel. I'm gonna go do number up time, I think. Have fun, take care of yourselves, drink water, eat food, take your meds. Take care of yourself as best as you can. If you're stressed out because of the holiday stuff, please take time to go away from the problems as best as you can. If you're working retail, take care, and I will beat up the people that are mean to you for you. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye!